Welcome, everybody, to Current River Broadcasting as we kick off another week of high school basketball from Doniphan, Missouri. This is Keith Bowman, Dalton Pennington alongside. We're getting set for an Ozark Foothills Conference matchup between the Doniphan Donettes and the East Carter County Lady Redbirds. We'll have the JV game first for you and then the varsity game a little bit later on. The JV Donettes won the other night against Liberty, and of course the varsity. Hopefully you were watching if you weren't here, and if you can't make it out tonight, make sure you tune in to Current River Broadcasting. If you know somebody who might not be able to make it out, let them know how to get us on there, and you can even watch us on the big screen.
Yeah,
My wife's sitting at home watching on the big screen tonight. But we're glad you've joined us, the ones who are watching right now, and the Lady Redbirds from East Carter over to Elsinore have traveled over here to take on the Donettes. And I said this is an Ozark Foothills Conference game. I believe so far the Donettes have only played, I think they've only played one Ozark Foothills game, I think, against, no, they played Naylor too. They beat Greenville and Naylor, but no, they haven't played Greenville in the regular season yet. So I think so they're 1-0. So, but they've got, I think later on this week, I think they've got Greenville and Neelyville, if I remember right. So they've got a lot of Ozark Foothills Conference games coming up here. And folks, before you know it, we'll be to the Ozark Foothills Conference Tournament. It'll be here before you know it.
Yeah, that the date for that is set February 5th through the 11th. So we're less than a month away before that Saturday that'll kick off that whole tournament. So we're getting close. Things
and
kind
do
of
the girls play later
on
on this week at Greenville and Neelyville, or is that next week?
Let me get your schedule over for you. I've got East Carter pulled up. I was just looking at some of their opponents. East Carter is 6-3 coming into tonight. They have 3 losses, one against Dexter, who we beat in the Lady Royals Christmas tournament, and then Ellington, who is pretty tough. I think over at Big 3, I think they either have them at 1 or 2.
They're 2. South Iron's 1.
South Iron's 1, that's right. Yeah.
3.
So in the power rankings, that Ellington team's pretty tough. And then they also took a loss 76-90 to Mountain View Liberty, who the Donettes were able to beat on Friday night. So looking at those like opponents, they have 3 losses, and 2 of those are to opponents that the Donettes have beaten recently. Coming up for the Donettes, we have this game obviously tonight, and then the 13th, which I guess that's going to be Thursday night, is that right? Thursday, yes. The Donettes will take on Greenville. And then the following Thursday, on the 20th, they play Neelyville. So you're right.
They got a week off there, huh?
They've got a whole week off. It wouldn't surprise me if Coach Epps probably looked for a game in there. I don't know where he's at total-wise, but I can't see him wanting to take a week off. But then following that on the 24th is Dexter. So
that's here, right?
That is here. That is here. That's correct.
Greenville and Neelyville games are away, and Dexter and Twin Rivers, I believe, is here. They've got 4 after tonight. I think they've still got 4 more home games, if I remember right.
Right. They've got Dexter at home after tonight, then Clearwater the night after Dexter. Of course, we talked Clearwater girls might not have a team.
One schedule I've seen, it's not even on the schedule anymore.
Okay.
So I don't think they've had a game.
Well, if that's the case, then they've only got they do have 4 more home games. They've got the Dexter game, Twin Rivers, also that week, and then they'll play Sykeston. That game is actually going to fall after the OFC tournament. It is Valentine's Day, and then the 22nd they'll play Saxony Lutheran at home as well. So they do have some home games still coming up.
Dexter and Saxony, and they've got New Madrid, I think, away. All those are district teams that are in our district as well.
Correct, and also on the road, February 1st, we do play Ellington.
Yeah.
So a chance to get that, maybe find our way up a little higher in those power rankings from Big 3. But I think after a big win against Mountain View Liberty on Friday, we may see that happen anyway.
All right, the starters for East Carter's JV is, let me get all of them wrote down here for.
Here, I'll do that while you're writing them down. It's going to be number 2, Mackenzie Hutchison, number 11, Parker Golden, and I don't have a number 24 on our roster.
She's on the varsity. It's Anna Crowley.
Okay, Anna Crowley, and then 35, Addison West. For the Donettes, it's going to be number 3, freshman Madeline Reedus. Number 23, freshman Sarah Owen. Number 24, sophomore Micah Burton, who is back. And number 32, Kinsey Reedus, also a sophomore. And rounding them out is number 41, sophomore Peyton Lowry.
All All right, the Lady Redbirds are coached by Doniphan High School graduate Angela Rogers, her assistant coach Alan Kirby. Angela, I think, graduated, I believe, in 07.
Yeah, if you look up in that banner down there, she's on that 2006 team that went to state with Coach Blackwell. So,
all right, we're ready to go. It'll be Golden jumping against Kinsey Reedus. East Carter will go from right to left, and Doniphan from left to right here in the first half. East Carter wearing black uniforms with white numbers and red trim. And we are underway, and East Carter's going to control the tip. Crowley throws it up ahead, wide open underneath is number 2, Mackenzie Hutchison, and they score quickly off the tip. Donettes didn't have anybody back. And then at the other end, the Donettes are going to score right back. And Maddie Reedus took it all the way to the hole and dished it off to Kinsey Reedus for 2. Donettes set up in a press. East Carter breaks it easily. And the ball back out front to Golden. Now to Crowley. Crowley dribbles to the basket, puts it up in the left hand too hard. Ball batted around. We're going to have a foul on the Donettes on the rebound. It's going to be on Sarah. No, I'm sorry. It's going to be on Kinsey Reedus. Owen's 23, Reedus is 32, so. Inbounds pass. Crowley's got it. Now to Ochoa. Out front to Hutchison. She gives it back. Donettes playing man-to-man. Crowley will play a lot on the varsity as well, one of their subs on the varsity. She's a freshman. She got an older sister that plays on the varsity, and she had an older sister that graduated last year, or year before last, maybe year before last. Golden gets it to Crowley, taken away by Micah Burton. And here comes Maddie Reedus again. And she's going to take her way all the basket over to Kinsey Reedus. She puts it up, missed that one. And a battle for the rebound. We're going to have a hell ball. And the Donettes will get it, but that's 2 times in a row. Maddie Reedus has took it down that right side of the lane and found Kinsey Reedus. That time she was covered a little bit more, but the Donettes will get it on the alternating possession. Throw out front, and it's going to be stolen by Hutchison. And a pass ahead to Golden. She's out ahead of everybody, and she goes down, missed the shot. Offensive rebound under there by, that is number 35. That is Addison West. And she puts up the shot and missed it, and then West gets an offensive rebound, and then she's going to be fouled, and that's 2 fouls already on Kinsey Reedus. She'll put up the free throw. It's good. That gives East Carter a 3-2 lead with 5:43 left in the first quarter. One thing about it with the Reedus girls only playing 2 quarters, you don't have to worry too awful much about foul trouble with them like you would if they were playing 4. That one's short. Offensive rebound, but then the pass is stolen by Owen. Owen hands it to Maddie Reedus. Dribbles in, kicks it out in the corner to Burton. Burton dribbles baseline, double team, tries to get it underneath. And Kinsey Reedus, that's one where she's going to have to learn how to get them hands out there and fend that defender off with her backside. The ball was knocked out of bounds going over the top by Golden. Inbounds pass to Burton. Hands it back to Reedus. Reedus stops. Pass in the lane to Lowry. She tried to pass it, was blocked, but she will get it back out by midcourt. Now Reedus is open, gives it to Owen. Owen kicks it back out in the corner. Burton dribbles in, throws it up, shot blocked by Golden. She was stumbling as she shot it. And East Carter comes away with it. They lead 3-2. 5:05 left in the first quarter of this junior varsity game. Ochoa right wing, out front to Hutchison. Now to Crowley, they throw it inside, knocked away, picked up by Hutchison. They throw it in the middle again, and it's picked off by Reedus. Up to Sarah Owen. She hands it to Maddie Reedus, and almost got away with it. Well, did get away with the travel, I think. But again, she found Kinsey Reedus for an easy bucket. And it's 4-3 Donettes. Pass up the floor. West throws cross court to Gordon. Now to Crowley at the head of the key. Down the corner, Ochoa. Ochoa dribbles back to the wing. Passes out front to Hutchison. Puts it on the floor, dribbles left side. Crowley going to put up a 3. It's an air ball. And Lowry gets a rebound for the Donettes. Pass up the floor. Owen catches. Oh, she got Reedus wide open underneath and didn't see her. And we're going to have a foul against the Lady Redbirds. That is going to be on number 2, Mackenzie Hutchison. That'll be the first team foul on East Carter. Donettes will inbound on the left sideline. Free throw line extended. Lowry gets it into Reedus. Right corner to Burton. Down low, Rita, she's double teamed. Kicks it out to Lowry. Down low, fake by Owen, puts it up, no good. Kenzie Reedus with a rebound, she puts it off the glass and in. So Reedus has got all 6 points for the Donettes, and then East Carter throws it away against the press. And a turnover will give it to the Donettes with 3:51 left in the first quarter. They're up 6-3. Reedus left wing to Lowry, baseline to Burton, down low. Reedus turns, shoots, a little too hard, and the rebound comes down to Addison West, and then Parker Golden has it stripped out of her hands, but they're going to say it was last touch by Peyton Lowry. Donettes will go straight up man-to-man full court. Inbounds pass comes into Hutchison. Picks up her dribble, gives it to Crowley between the circles. Now over to Ochoa. Dribbles it off and dribbles it off to Golden. Back in the corner, Ochoa, long three-pointer, and it's good. That almost hit the roof. That ties the game at 6. Owen, head of the key. Dribbles one time, gives it back to Maddie Reedus. Gets a screen. Gives it to Kenzie Reedus. In the corner, Micah Burton, wide open three-pointer. It's good. Well, the Donettes get the three right back. Traded three-point basket. Now the Donettes back in the 2-2-1. Crowley's going to dribble through it. She stops, ball batted away, but it's picked up by Addison West. Over to Ochoa. Gives it to Golden. Pass in the lane is knocked away. It's going to go out of bounds. I think last touch by East Carter. They're going to say Crowley touched it last. And then we got number 32. That is Ella Fuller coming in for East Carter. She's a big, tall girl, too. Golden is the sister of Preston Turner that plays on the boys' team, and she's only a freshman, and she's every bit as tall as Kenzie Reedus. And so I'm guessing she's 6'2", probably. Maybe. I'm guessing she's 6'2". She looks like she might be a little taller. She's pretty thin right now, but so's Kenzie. And we're going to have a foul. That was going to be on Pete Ochoa. Actually, her name's not Pete. It was something else, but they call her Pete, and they put Pete on there. So I figured if anybody was listening, they'd know who I was talking about. Owen wide open in the lane. As she went to the right side, should have shot it straight in front of her on the left side and missed it. And it's knocked out of bounds by Reedus. And bound to Ochoa in the middle to Hutchison. Up to Crowley, then on up the floor to Golden. Golden's got somebody wide open in the corner. That was Ochoa. Couldn't get the shot off. Golden in the lane. Crowley goes down off the glass and in. It's funny how they're using Golden, the big girl, outside to throw it into Crowley inside. And a steal by the Lady Redbirds. And Golden up ahead, and she throws it too far ahead of Ochoa, and it goes out of bounds. Donettes lead 9-8. Minute 38 left first quarter. And we're going to have a timeout by Coach Rogers. 1:38 to go, 9-8 Donettes, and we'll see. It's probably a 30. And it is. We'll take a 30-second break, and we'll be right back after this message.
You've heard it all before. We're number one. We're the best. We have the biggest rebates. Now is the time to skip the hype and come to Current River Ford in Doniphan. They're all about helping you find the perfect new Ford. Current River Ford services your vehicles after the sale. From the moment you drive in, you will receive the quality service you've been missing. With the selection at Current River Ford, you'll find the new vehicle you want. How about getting your next vehicle at a dealership that makes it all about you? Current River Ford, Highway 160 in Doniphan.
Minute 38 to go, first quarter. The junior varsity game. The Donettes lead East Carter 9-8. And it looks like both teams come back out with the same five that left the floor. And it's going to be Donettes ball at the far end. We got a nice crowd on hand already tonight. I mean, both sides is almost full.
Well, this group sitting in front of us, by the way, is the 3rd, 4th, 5th, and 6th grade Nets. It's the little traveling teams.
I figured that's what it was. I seen they had the reserve seats there for them. Burton in the corner. In the lane to Owen. Turns and puts it off the glass and in. 11-8. Hutchison dribbles up the half line, and she travels with it. And that was the defense that caused that. She stopped straddling the line, which that's better than getting over it, because unless your whole body is over it, it's not a back court. But
right.
Burton in the corner. Back out to Maddie Reedus. Back in the corner to Burton. Inside to Kenzie Reedus. And we're going to have a foul on Crowley as she flashed in front trying to get the steal. That's her first foul, third team foul on East Carter. Inside pass to Owen, puts it up, and they're going to call an offensive foul. She must have lowered her shoulder. I wasn't watching close enough to see that. But
well, Owen thinks she's going to the line to shoot even. Wow.
Can't be a big bully in there. You got to quit doing that.
Yeah. Learn that from her brother.
Yeah. Crowley with a nice spin move, and she is going to be fouled by Maddie Reedus. That was a nice move there by Anna Crowley. As I said, her older sister's a senior, and her older sister that graduated, I can't remember if she graduated last year or year before last. She's playing softball at Three Rivers. Free throw, no good. 51.3 seconds left in the first quarter. Next one up, that one looks good, but it rims out. Maddie Reedus with the rebound. Head of the key to Owen. Over on the left side to Micah Burton. Burton dribbles, stop, pops, and it's good. That was a good looking little driving shot there by Micah Burton from about 8 feet. Crowley will bring it up. Donettes back up a little bit. 30 seconds left first quarter. Golden holds above her head. Ball tipped away. It's loose on the floor. It's going to be picked up by Sarah Owen. Kenzie Reedus done that. She's playing with 2 fouls. That's kind of dangerous there. Pass in the corner to Burton. She's got the same shot again. She uses the glass this time. She moved out a little bit where she'd get the angle on the glass, and she missed it. And Crowley's going to travel with it. So the Donettes will have the ball with 6.3 seconds to go.
Well, and the way Coach Epps may be seeing that, still playing Kenzie Reedus with 2, she may be only playing 2 quarters in the JV game. And so he's thinking, well, she's halfway there, so might as well.
That's what I'm thinking, too. That's why I said that a while ago.
Right.
He don't really have to worry about it too much. And a drive to the basket. We're going to have a foul. Maddie Reedus, aware of how much time was left on the clock. And she'll be shooting, I think, probably if this was a college game, or they would have went back and put part of a second back up there, but she'll be shooting 2 here with the clock stopped, so we'll keep it here. That foul was on Ochoa. First one's good, and that was the 4th team foul on East Carter. That's the 2nd foul on Ochoa. Maddie trying to make it 15-8, and she does. The Donettes lead at 15-8 in the JV game at the end of 1 quarter. Be back in 1 minute on Current River Broadcasting.
Current River Bait and Tackle is more than just a convenience store. They serve hot lunches every day, including burgers that are made fresh and by hand every morning. If you're heading to the river or your favorite fishing spot, check out their large selection of fishing supplies. But most of all, come experience the friendly service at Current River Bait and Tackle, just across the bridge on Highway 160 in Doniphan.
Welcome back, everybody. We're back at Doniphan High School in front of pretty much a packed crowd here for this JV game. Usually they get here a little bit later, but they're here tonight, and as Dalton said, we got a bunch of grade school kids and parent basketball players down right in front of us, and they've got probably a 4th of this side took up just with them. But the other side is basically full.
Yeah.
And East Carter brought quite a few people as well. So we're going to have a big crowd here tonight.
Coach Epps has got to love having them little girls here too, by the way.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, they're eating it up.
East Carter inbounds to Fuller. She gets it over to, that's Sierra Duckett. She'll play a lot on the varsity as well. She didn't play any in the first quarter. Hutchison Gives it to West on the right wing. Back to Hutchison between the circles. We'll give you who the Donettes have in there in just a second. And out of bounds as, let's see, that was Hutchison. Threw it over West's head. They also, East Carter also has Claire Scott, Sierra Duckett. Three-pointer by Bailey Honeycutt's good. Addison West and Ella Fuller for East Carter. And Duckett will get it across the half line. They're going to say she walked, and that was because of the defense too. When she turned around, there was somebody in her face. The Donettes have Micah Burton, Emily Slayton, Bailey Honeycutt, Peyton Lowry, and Sarah Owen. East Carter playing a man-to-man. Honeycutt gives it left wing to Lowry. She dribbles back head of the key. Wide open underneath Owen, and she lays it in. Beautiful pass from Peyton Lowry. And one of the East Carter girls lost their man there. Pass up the floor. Fuller got behind the defense, but she didn't handle the pass cleanly. Pass in the middle knocked away again, but Fuller will get it back and give it to Hutchison. She dribbles to the left side, and again a ball knocked away, this time by Lowry as she stepped in between the handoff there. And it'll be East Carter's ball. Donettes up 20-8 with 5:47 to go in the first half. Hutchison will inbound it. Gets it into West. West will hand it to Duckett. Duckett dribbles right side, hands it to Fuller. Fuller travel with it. She acts like she's kind of lost out there. Hutchison will check out. Anna Crowley back in, which I didn't know. She played quite a bit on the varsity down at Twin Rivers. I didn't know if they would play her all 4 quarters or not. Wide open three in the corner, and that was Addie Arnold who just checked in there. Didn't see her come in. And the Lady Redbirds get the rebound. Duckett gives it to Fuller again. Back to Duckett in the corner, now out to Crowley. Free throw line to Fuller, throws it up and in. She wasn't even squared up, just turned and threw it and it went in. 20-10. Bailey Honeycutt looking for the cutter, ball knocked away from her. And here comes Duckett, she's one-on-one. Slayton trying to catch up, goes down, makes her miss the shot. And we're going to have a foul in the back court. And that's one of those frustration fouls. That's going to be on Duckett. Team foul number 5 on East Carter. .450 left in the first half. It's 20-10, Donettes. Slayton dribbles right side, gets a screen from Owen, tries to pick and roll, and it's going to be stolen away. And here comes Duckett again. This time she's on the left-hand side. Goes down, lays it up, no good. Rebound underneath there, no good. As that was Scott, and the ball's going to be lost out of bounds after a mad scramble there. Last touch by the Lady Redbirds. Now Marley Kennan coming in for the Donettes, and she'll give Sarah Owen a rest. Parker Golden back in for East Carter. And also Mackenzie Hutchison. So Coach Rogers, she has used all 8 of her players. I've got 9 listed here, but I only see 8 down there. Slayton out in the corner. Arnold for 3. Off the back of the rim. She gets her own rebound. Puts it up again. It's short. And Crowley gets the rebound. He gives it to Scott. Hands it to Crowley. Crowley dribbles in. Nice pass over to Golden. Missed the shot. Crowley got it back. She missed it, but she's going to be fouled on the shot. And that's going to be on Emily Slayton. That's a 15th foul on the Donettes as well. Slayton's first personal. And it'll be Anna Crowley at the free throw line for the Lady Redbirds. And she short arms that when it comes up short. Micah Burton back in. And Peyton Lowry will check out. Next one by Crowley. No good. Ball on the floor. Picked up by Bailey Honeycutt. Slayton dribbles in, kicks it out in the corner. Arnold open again for three, missed that one. Offensive rebound by Bailey Honeycutt. She puts it up no good. And then Golden gets it for the East Carter. She don't handle the ball too bad. I don't know how she would do if there was any pressure on her, but she can get it up the floor. Scott, shot from the left wing. It's short, and it is saved in bounds, but East Carter gets it. Scott bounces out front. Duckett dribbles to the baseline. Now she's cut off, throws it across the lane to Hutchison. In the lane to Golden. She goes up, and another foul on the Donettes. And this one will be on Bailey. 42. Oh, Michael Burton. I'd have swore that was on Bailey Honeycutt. Free throw by Golden, no good. I believe they 0 for something from the free throw line. I don't think they've made one yet, have they?
Well, I don't know why those are in there, Keith.
Yeah, I don't. Ochoa hadn't shot. Is that a free throw? Showing her shooting 3 free throws?
Yeah.
And they missed again. Emily Slayton had it, lost it. Golden got it, gives it to Crowley. Back to Golden. Down low, Crowley catches, turns, shoots, and she scored. Well, I know they're at least 0 for 6 because Crowley shot 4.
There we go. I got them fixed.
Slayton with a drive to the basket. Her left-handed layup's too hard. And Golden with another rebound. East Carter's got numbers. Crowley going to take it all the way, and they're going to call an offensive foul. Bailey Honeycutt stepped in front. That's one of those that's kind of iffy, I think. Coach Rogers don't like it, and Coach Epps does, but that's one of those 50-50 calls there.
I think if she goes straight up there and doesn't kind of dip down a little bit to lower that shoulder, she probably gets the foul there in the and one. I think the bucket went in, didn't it?
Yeah. Donettes haven't scored in a while. Owen kicks it out in the corner. Lowry's going to try to end that. No good. And a rebound to Hutchison. Nice job by Micah Burton to run back to the other end there. Pass underneath. Crowley catches, turns, shoots, and scores. Golden's getting all the assists to Crowley. And Golden, like I said, 6'1", 6'2". East Carter back within 6, 20-14. And I said Donettes have not scored in a while. Have they scored this quarter? Did they have 20 at the end of the first quarter?
No. I have Bailey Honeycutt hit the 3, and Sarah Owen has made a bucket as well.
Okay.
There's 15. I got your totals on there. I don't know if you noticed them.
Well,
your totals at the bottom
when
now.
I look down, they're either blurry or not. Nice steal by Burton, and she lays it in. Pass up the floor. Crowley. She's got a 2-on-2. Passes, gets it right back, and she's going to be fouled again. That's just the old-time give and go right there. They've been using the pick and roll and the give and go with Crowley and Golden. And Crowley is...
He keeps throwing those in there, Keith.
Yeah,
I don't
she's
know what
0
I've
for 4
done.
from the free throw. I think she's missed every one. And every one of them almost has been like that, short.
Let's do this. Let's reset those.
I don't think they've made one yet. And that one's long. The first one was short, and that was long. Owen gets the rebound. Gives it to Bailey Honeycutt. Pass up the floor is going to be stolen. And then she almost threw it away. Here comes Golden with it. Gives it to Crowley. Golden puts it on the floor. Tries to hand it in the middle, stolen by Micah Burton. Burton is going to be fouled, and that one's going to be on Hutchison. Addison West comes up to the scorer's table to check back in. And she replaces Parker Golden. And both teams in the bonus now. Minute 38 to go in the first half.
All right, I got you fixed, Keith. We're good now.
Okay.
I keep throwing my point total in there. I had to reset my Excel sheet there.
Burton's free throw, no good. Crowley with the rebound. Gives it to Duckett. Now to West. She gives it to Crowley. Crowley passes to Ochoa. She hit a 3 earlier. Hand off to Duckett. Duckett hands it off to Ochoa. Gets it right back on the right wing. Back to Ochoa. She's open just inside the three-point line. She scores again. She may need to shoot more.
Made it rain again. That was way up in the rafters.
Ain't nothing wrong with that. I like that arch, man. 22-16. Honeycutt gives it in the corner. Burton is going to try to drive baseline, and we're going to have another foul on Mackenzie Hutchison. That's going to be 3, I believe, on her. And Golden will come back in. Micah Burton, who just missed the front end of a 1-on-1, will shoot a 1-on-1 again. 58.5 seconds to go in the first half. Addison Arnold back in for Peyton Lowry. Micah eyes this one up, and it's good. So that'll earn her the bonus. At 8 points for Micah. Lead is 7, trying to get it back to 8 here. And that one just missed off the back iron, tipped out to Duckett. Gives it to West. West cross court to Golden. In the lane, Crowley takes it in and hit the bottom of the rim, and on the rebound we're going to have a jump ball. And this will belong to the Donettes. (23-16) Donettes. Heath Carter trying to get that ball inside to Crowley every time. Emily Slayton handling out front. Is it right wing to Owen? Back to Slayton in the corner. Addie Arnold, her shot, no good. And Golden with the rebound. Gives it to West, and West travels. She was looking to pass the ball up the floor, I think, to Duckett, and Duckett wasn't looking at her. So the Donettes get it back with 29.6 seconds left in the first half. Slayton dribbles to the right side, gives it in the corner. Burton, three-pointer, no good. Long rebound on the other side by Honeycutt. Honeycutt goes in, puts it up, and we got a foul. And I think that may be the third one on Golden. Oh, is that the first one? Is that right?
That's what I had, but you threw me off, so I plugged a 3 in there. And
I guess I was thinking about Hutchison. Honeycutt misses the first one. 18 seconds left, first half. Both teams kind of not doing very well from the free throw line. That one rims out. Golden with the rebound. Hands it to Crowley. Crowley will give it back to her and then go in the middle and try to get it back. Just like that. And if Donettes foul her again. Donettes hadn't caught on yet. They're going to throw it right back to her. One of them, the other girls who's guarding somebody else, needs to just step off in the lane there. She is 0 for 6 from the free throw line. That one's short. That one didn't even touch the rim. Well, the Donettes got 8.3 seconds left here in the first half. We'll see what happens here. That one is off. Sarah Owen with the rebound. Gives it to Slayton. Slayton knows how much time's left. Going to take it all the way down. Underneath the Burton. She lays it in. That was a heck of a job by Emily Slayton. I don't know if Coach told her, but she knew how much time was left. And she took that thing all the way to the end. And Burton cut underneath the basket for an easy one. And our halftime score, 25-16 Donettes. And Dalton, you want to go ahead and run down the scoring?
Yeah, we can go ahead and do that. Looking at the East Carter Lady Redbirds, Mackenzie Hutchison has 2 points. Pete Ochoa had the 3 in the first and then had the jumper in the second to give her 5. They're being led by Anna Crowley. She's got 6. Ella Fuller has 2. And that's going to be the scoring for the Redbirds. Looking over at the Donettes, Donettes have 25 points in the first half. 2 of them come from Maddie Reedus, 3 from Bailey Honeycutt. Sarah Owen picks up a pair of jump shots in the first and in the second, giving her 4 points. Micah Burton's leading the way for the Donettes with 10. And rounding out the scoring for the Donettes is Kinsey Reedus, who has 6 points. And haven't done a very good job of keeping track of the assists and fouls, but Maddie Reedus has 2 assists, Micah Burton with 1, Peyton Lowry with 1, and the rebounds are a little bit all over the place. I haven't done a very good job on them. I normally do better in the varsity games, so
we'll
have some
am
better
I counting
stats.
that wrong? Because it looks like the totals add up to 23 points on the Donettes side. 3 and 4, 7, 17 and 6. Somebody needs 2 more points on there, don't they? Is there somebody above Bailey? Because Bailey's the top one showing on mine.
I have, let's see, Bailey's the top one. Yeah, we need to scroll you down. You're missing Emily or Maddie Reedus up there.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, we'll get you set up.
Anyway, our halftime score is 25-16 Donettes in the JV game, and we're going to take a short break. We'll be back a couple minutes for the start of the second half. You're watching the Donettes on Current River Broadcasting.
Hometown Pharmacy is your one-stop pharmacy for all of your medical needs. Our pharmacists provide shots for flu, pneumonia, and shingles all in this pharmacy with no appointment necessary. Refills can be requested online or through our app, and delivery is available if you live within the city limits. Transferring prescriptions is easy, so come by or give us a call, and our friendly staff will take care of everything. Come experience the difference a hometown pharmacy can make on LaRue Street in Doniphan.
At Mathis Timber, our goal is to provide our landowners with the greatest possible financial return on their timber lands, while not damaging young timber or leaving your property in a mess. We have served Ripley County and the surrounding areas since 1939. We will buy your timber on lump sum total or percentage. We have several references upon request. Contact Craig Mathis at 573-429-0996 and see how Mathis Timber can assist you with all your timber harvesting needs.
I'm Russell French, and for value and friendly professional service, give us a call at 573-996-5001. Whether you're insuring your home, auto, farm, or business, give us a call at 573-996-5001. Or come by and see us right here in Doniphan at 1204 Walnut Street. Or visit us on the web at cmoinsurance.net.
The housing market is hot and interest rates are still low, making it a great time to sell your house or look for your new home. Either way, Taylor Schleif with United Country American Realty in Doniphan is there for you. Check out her listings online and be assured that Taylor will be with you every step of the way, making the process easier and more enjoyable for you. Come see her at their office in Oak Tree Village or schedule an appointment by calling 996-6786. Taylor Schleif and United Country American Realty, coming soon to a closing near you.
Davis True Value is proud to sponsor the Dons and Donettes for another exciting ball season. Just like the Dons and Donettes, Davis True Value knows hard work wins the game. They are your selection, service, and savings destination hardware store, serving the area with paint, plumbing, electrical, lawn and garden, and housewares. Your local True Value hardware with so much more. From window repair to chainsaw sharpening, we are the store of first choice. Behind every project is a True Value.
We're for road trips. We're for hitting up Arthur Bryant's for lunch and making it to Lambert's for dinner. We're for drop tops, T-tops, classics, cruisers, steel horses, and real horses. Have you ever hit a deer? Yep, we're for you too. We're for getting stuck in traffic and 6-lane freeways that aren't so free. We're for Missouri license plates. No, medals of pride. Like us, no two roads are alike, but we're all connected. We are Missouri Farm Bureau Insurance, and if you're a Missouri driver, we're for you.
I am Doug Green, your Missouri Farm Bureau Insurance Agent, and if you're in Ripley County, I've got you covered.
We see the potential of her and him and you, of where you're from and what you can accomplish. Because when you set your mind to it, there's nothing you can't do. But reaching your potential isn't just about achieving your goals. It's about helping others, supporting your neighbors, building your community, and investing in people that make a difference. Like her, and him, and you. Because when you're from here, that's just what you do. And from here, we can do anything.
You've heard it all before. We're number one. We're the best. We have the biggest rebates. Now is the time to skip the hype and come to Current River Ford in Doniphan. They're all about helping you find the perfect new Ford. Current River Ford services your vehicles after the sale. From the moment you drive in, you will receive the quality service you've been missing. With the selection at Current River Ford, you'll find the new vehicle you want. How about getting your next vehicle at a dealership that makes it all about you? Current River Ford, Highway 160 in Doniphan.
Current River Bait and Tackle is more than just a convenience store. They serve hot lunches every day, including burgers that are made fresh and by hand every morning. If you're heading to the river or your favorite fishing spot, check out their large selection of fishing supplies. But most of all, come experience the friendly service at Current River Bait and Tackle, just across the bridge on Highway 160 in Doniphan.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, this is Dalton Pennington back. We're here at halftime where the Doniphan Donettes are currently taking on the East Carter County Redbirds, the Lady Redbirds. This score is sitting at 25-16. The Donettes lead currently by 9. We did some scoring as we went into halftime. Keith just now coming back, joining us. We've been kind of talking about basketball up here. And Keith, we were talking earlier looking about, you were saying that Park Hills, this is talking about varsity action now, but you're talking about Park Hills getting some votes for state ranking. That's who the Donettes will play if they are able to go ahead and win their district this year.
Most likely.
Likely should play Park Hills. Looking at their schedule right now, Keith, they are, 9-2, and we were talking about their losses. They've taken losses to Sykeston and Steelville.
Sykeston beat them?
Sykeston beat them by 8. Something else that I thought was real interesting, they played Naylor. Now, this is very early on in the year, but they only beat Naylor by 25, and the Donettes have beat them twice now by more than that in both games. So what has potential to be a really good matchup all the way to the very end through districts and even into the sectionals and quarterfinals maybe. Who knows what could happen this year.
And one thing, too, Doniphan plays Sykeston right towards the end of the year,
that
so you might get a little bit of a gauge there on because I haven't really heard that much about Sykeston either, so if Sykeston beat them, that might if one thing about it, if Donettes can beat Sykeston after Sykeston beat them, at least the Donettes will have the confidence that they can do it.
Right.
If they're ranked second in the state all year long and then, you win your district, you go up against them, you know how girls are especially. They get a little worried, tensed up about it before the game even starts, even though you don't know how it's going to go.
Well, looking over at Sykeston, they're 8-3, and they've taken 3 losses, and they're pretty tough losses, I would guess. I don't know a ton about these schools, but Francis House Central, St. Dominic, and Jackson, all normally pretty talented schools, are the only 3 losses that Sykeston has. So Sykeston's pretty tough, but were only able to beat Park Hills by 8. So who knows kind of what we're getting into. But I think, like you said, I think that matchup is Valentine's Day. February 14th is when we're going to actually see that Sykeston game. So, like you said, we might have a little bit of a better gauge come that time.
Is that game here? I forgot. Is it? Or is it down there?
That game is here. That's one of our home games we were talking about. Yeah, and it looks like on the schedule that may be a varsity only because it is a 6 o'clock start time on that. So I would imagine that's going to be a varsity only game.
That's kind of odd.
Yep.
You'd think Sykeston have plenty of girls.
Well, then that may be the thing. I know when we play baseball schedules, sometimes we'll say, hey, you want to play a JV game after?
Yeah.
And they'll say, no, JV's over at, Cape Central today. So maybe Sykeston's big enough that they, their JV travels around and don't always play 2 sets in a night.
All right, we're ready to start the second half. The Donettes on top of East Carter right now, 25-16. And East Carter will have Claire Scott, Sierra Duckett, Ella Fuller, Addison West, and Pete Ochoa. And Ochoa's going to catch it in the corner and step on the end line. Donettes with Emily Slayton, Bailey Honeycutt, Peyton Lowry, Sarah Owen, and Micah Burton. East Carter playing a man-to-man defense. Burton wide open in the corner, and they come out and pick her up, and she takes it in, shoots a little jumper, no good. And on the rebound, we're going to have a foul on the Donettes. The rebound was by Claire Scott. That foul's on Sarah Owen, her second. Donettes going back to the full court man-to-man. Pass up near midcourt to West. She gives it back to Duckett, and Duckett will bring it up. Duckett gets a screen, goes all the way to the baseline underneath. Scott's open and goes up for the shot. And she's going to be fouled. That is going to be on Emily Slayton. And the board says 2 fouls on Emily. And the free throw is good by Claire Scott. Second one on the way, it's good, but she jumped over the line too soon. So they'll wave it off. So she gets one of the two, even though she made both of them. We played 30 seconds, and the clock's not running. We had that problem the other night. Now they turned it on. And the throw in the middle is going to be behind Owen, and it's going to be on the floor. And another held ball. And the arrow favors the Donettes, and we're going to have a quick timeout by Coach Rogers. Score 25-17 as Scott got one free throw. And we're going to keep it here for this one. Scott made one free throw to get the first point here in the third quarter. We'll remind everybody we do have the varsity game coming up next. And Dalton, the boys they play somewhere tomorrow night, don't they? Or do they? I hate to keep having you do that.
That's what I'm here for, Keith.
Well, we didn't talk about that yet.
Yeah.
Where they play this week.
Well, the JV boys are right now playing tonight in the Malden tournament.
Oh, are they?
A tournament over in Malden.
Okay.
Got the boys' schedule coming up right now.
I know they play at home Friday because that's homecoming.
Right, that's the homecoming game. That is correct.
So we'll have that game for you.
By the way, if you plan on attending that game, wear white. That is a whiteout game. They're going to have a blizzard, I think, what they're reporting for.
Donettes get the ball inside to Sarah Owen, and she scores. Owen got a bucket there. Dalton.
Yeah, I'll get it.
Okay. 27-17, the Donettes up by 10. Duckett's going to dribble to the right side, hand it to Ochoa. Gives it back to Duckett on the baseline. Michael Burton all over. Dribbles all the way back out to the volleyball line. East Carter going to reset. Burton making her work. Now gives it to Ochoa. Ochoa's going to shoot up a long three-pointer. That one almost went in. She's already made one and a long two. Bailey Honeycutt with a rebound. Donettes back at the other end. Bounce pass, nice pass there by Lowry. And that's the second time she has hit Sarah Owen with a beautiful pass. And Micah Burton knocks it away. She saves it in. Picked up by Slayton. Then it's taken away, and then we're going to have a jump ball. And it'll be East Carter's basketball this time.
And tomorrow night, to answer your question about the boys' schedule, the boys travel to Caruthersville, and we got an email from Coach Stout. I should have known that was the game that was coming up because tomorrow night that game is a 6 o'clock start time. They bumped it up. I'm assuming the boys are not going to play in that since the JVers playing in that Malden tournament, so it'll probably be a varsity only, but I don't know that for a fact. Try to get some clarification on that here.
We got another foul on the Donettes. We get hopefully they'll have a site wherever you can live stream that. Matt usually keeps me informed on those where I can watch the away games at home if they've got one. West shoots it from about 8 feet, no good. And ball. I thought they was going to call a jump ball there as Owen and Golden both had their hands on the ball there for 3 or 4 seconds. But then it's knocked out of bounds and they call it out off of Golden. Emily Slayton with the basketball out front. Left wing, Bailey Honeycutt. Back to Slayton. Slayton kicks it in the corner. Micah Burton is going to stop and shoot. She scores. Micah having a nice game tonight. That is 12 points for Micah, and that's the second time she's made one of those where she drove baseline and stopped and popped a little short jumper. 31-17, they throw it inside, and Crowley was moving, and it's intercepted by Burton. Pass up the floor. Owen beats everybody down. She lays it in. And another assist for Peyton Lowry. Donettes all of a sudden up by 16 points. Golden dribbles into the middle. It's knocked away. And then she ties up with Sarah Owen. It'll be Donettes' ball. And Sierra Duckett will come back in. Golden will check out. Addie Arnold coming in for the Donettes. Going to give Micah Burton a much-needed rest. Marley Kennan also coming in. Well, I thought she was coming in.
Coach Stout did text me. He said there is 2 games tomorrow night at Caruthersville. They're just doing that to keep it from being such a late night going all the way to Caruthersville. So
what time's the JV game?
Let me double check that.
I thought you said 6. That's the time they usually start.
No, it's going to be 5 o'clock. That's what it says. 5 o'clock. Okay.
They'll have to leave pretty early then.
Yeah.
And a bad pass that time from Lowry, trying to hit Arnold cutting across the lane. 4:07 left third quarter. Donettes lead 33-17. Duckett dribbles to the right side, throws it in the corner. Ochoa in the lane, stolen by Sarah Owen. She's one-on-one with West. Going to take it down, jump stop, goes up, and they're going to be a foul. She jump stopped, but she didn't let her go on by enough before she went up for the shot, but she will draw a foul. And that one's going to be on West, her first. That's the first foul on East Carter here in the third quarter. Sarah Owen goes to the free throw line. Sarah's got 10 points, and her free throw is good.
I was about to say on the last possession where Sarah outran everybody for that fast break where Peyton picked up the assist. Sarah does a great job running the floor for kind of as tall as she is.
You know, we talk about that every game. Her and Kinsey Reedus do on the JV, and on the varsity, Allison and Kinsey does it.
Correct.
They just do a good job of running the floor. Duckett goes down, puts it up, and she is hammered.
Gonna get it?
And that's going to be on Bailey Honeycutt, I believe. Now they're going to call it
They called that on Bailey Honeycutt.
I started to say, is she number 11?
She is number 11.
Okay.
But
she hit her from behind. That's what they called, I think.
I think Addison would have drew the charge there had
she
Bailey let it go, I think.
Duckett makes the first free throw. And that is her first point in the game. 35-18. Donettes lead by 17 points with Duckett shooting one more. And she gets both of them. I believe that's their first 2 free throws. No, they've made 3. 3 out of 13.
Yep.
23%. Woo! Donettes ain't doing a whole lot better, but they're shooting 55, 56%. Golden checks back in the game. Owen catches in the lane, kicks it out. Marley Kennan's going to shoot a long 2. No good. The rebound comes down to Crowley. Passes up midcourt to Ochoa, cross court to Golden. She lets the traffic clear. Dribbles down into the paint, goes up for the shot, and Owen blocked it. And comes out of there with it. Lowry dribbling up the floor, has got her head up in the corner. Arnold fakes the three-pointer, takes it in, little runner, no good. And Golden with another rebound. Gives it to Crowley, throws it up the floor. Nice pass to Duckett, and Kennan's going to foul her. If Kennan would have turned around, that's like receivers and defensive backs in football. They don't never turn around, and they end up getting the interference. But so Duckett made 2 out of 2. She'll be back there shooting 2 again. As Emily Slayton and Micah Burton are getting ready to check back in for the Donettes after this first free throw. Duckett hits another one. She's 3 out of 3. And we got Honeycutt and Kennan checking out. 3 minutes and 1 second left in the third quarter. And she's 4 out of 4. And she's got East Carter back within 14 here in the third quarter. Arnold fakes the shot, takes it in, ball stripped away. They're going to blow the whistle and call a foul on Anna Crowley. That will be 3 on Crowley's second team foul here in the third quarter. Bounce pass into Owen. She's going to take it up and under, and she scored. Pass up the floor. Ochoa gives it to Duckett in the corner. Now in the lane, Golden. She puts it up and scored. You know that last play on where Owen scored there? She went over and set the screen, and all she did was run around, face the ball, and she was open. I don't know why more teams don't do that. Slayton gets a screen, gives it to Sarah Owen in the corner. Back on the left wing to Burton. Burton's going to take it into the paint, all the way to the goal, lays it up, and she gets it to go. 14 points for Burton. Her and Owen both have 14 points to lead the Donettes. In the lane to Crowley, and we're going to have a foul on Peyton Lowry. And that team foul number 6, so that's Lowry's first personal. So East Carter will be shooting free throws the rest of the game, and that's a long time. That's 9 minutes on the clock. Ochoa, high arcing 3 in the corner, and that one's in and out. Well, the 2 she's missed, she just barely missed. Emily Slayton gets it across the half line. Throws it over to Arnold. Down low, Owen. And converge on her. Back out to Arnold. 3-pointer up. Looks good. Now a little long. It was on line, but a little long. And East Carter back the other way. 16-point lead, 39-23. Golden crossover dribble. Is going to take it all the way. Lay it up. That ball just slipped out of her hand there. She made a nice move, but on the way up, she lost the ball. Peyton Lowry takes it all the way. The hole shoots it too hard, but Owen's there to put it back in. And Coach Epps calls the timeout. 1:14 to go in the third. 41-23 Donettes. We'll see how long this one's going to be. They're on the floor. Must be a 30. We'll take a 30-second break and be back on Current River Broadcasting.
Hometown Pharmacy is your one-stop pharmacy for all of your medical needs. Our pharmacists provide shots for flu, pneumonia, and shingles all in this pharmacy with no appointment necessary. Refills can be requested online or through our app, and delivery is available if you live within the city limits. Transferring prescriptions is easy, so come by or give us a call, and our friendly staff will take care of everything. Come experience the difference a hometown pharmacy can make on LaRue Street in Doniphan.
Minute 14 left in the third quarter. The Donettes with a 41-23 lead over East Carter in the junior varsity game. And I was just telling Dalton we have a really nice crowd. This may be the nicest crowd of the year now. On Friday night, you probably better get here early, with it being homecoming.
And
Golden.
Naylor.
Yeah, Naylor as well. Oh, Golden makes that one and gets fouled. She'd been a little more aggressive taking the ball to the hole instead of passing it to Crowley this half. She got that one to go. And let's see, she has 4 points now and got a chance to make the old-fashioned three-point play. That foul was the second one on Lowry. That free throw is long, and Lowry will get the rebound for the Donettes. Almost walked. Gives it to Slayton. Slayton down to the paint. Hands it to Honeycutt. Honeycutt backs it out in the corner. Burton going to hit that little jumper again. That time she got blocked, but Addie Arnold gets the rebound. Slayton now to Lowry. Free throw line jumper is short, and the ball's going to go out of bounds before Micah Burton can get to it.
I just got an update on that JV game, too, by the way. The JV boys playing in that Malden tournament went and played and ended up winning. They beat Scott City. We're down 15 at halftime and ended up coming back to win it.
Wow. Lowry with the steal. Goes in on the left side, jump stop, fakes, put it up, and no good. And Crowley with the rebound. Golden is wide open at the other end. And they see her too late, but she comes back and meets the pass. Those that cross court to West. West goes to the baseline, put it up, and it won't go. Gets her own rebound, and she's going to be fouled by Arnold. So that's the first round, I assume, with this being Monday.
Yeah.
Well, what'd they call there?
It looked like she was pushing the back. I think she pushed Addie.
Okay, she called it on West. So
yeah.
That's her second and only the third team foul. Got 14 seconds as Slayton dribbles into the paint. Out to Burton with 10 seconds. Burton dribbles to the baseline. Kicks it back out. Lowry takes it in all the way to the hole. Lays it up and it won't go. Honeycutt with a rebound. And she got it up. And it rims out, but I don't think it would have counted anyway. But nice hustle there by the Donettes. And they will have a 16-point lead heading to the fourth quarter over the East Carter County Redbirds. We'll be back after these messages.
We see the potential of her and him and you, of where you're from and what you can accomplish. Because when you set your mind to it, there's nothing you can't do. But reaching your potential isn't just about achieving your goals. It's about helping others, supporting your neighbors, building your community, and investing in people that make a difference. Like her, and him, and you. Because when you're from here, that's just what you do. And from here, we can do anything.
Welcome back, everybody. This is Keith Bowman along with Dalton Pennington, and the Donettes with a 16-point lead as we head to the fourth quarter. The Donettes will send out Sarah Owen, Peyton Lowry, Maddie and Kenzie Reedus, and Emily Slayton. East Carter will have Scott, West, Hutchison, Golden, and Fuller. And it's going to be East Carter's basketball to start the fourth. Hutchison will inbound it. Throws it into Golden. Golden actually plays point guard much more than any of the rest of them, I think. In the corner. Gives it to Hutchison. Now free throw line to Fuller. Jump shot no good. Kenzie Reedus with the rebound. Gives it to Maddie Reedus. Maddie will back it out, let the Donettes set up. Gets into the paint. Nice move. Shot up. No, won't go. Lowry with an offensive rebound is going to take it back out. Slayton wide open head of the key. It is no good. Another offensive rebound for Peyton Lowry. Kenzie Reedus in the corner. Owen, head of the key, Slayton. Now on the right side to Lowry. Bounces underneath. Reedus turns, faces up, shoots it, missed it. Got her own rebound. Underneath the basket, tries to get it out, does to Owen. And Slayton loses it. Handed it right to Hutchison. Over to Golden. And Golden's going to be fouled, and we'll have a 1-on-1, and the East Carter's in the bonus already. That foul's on Maddie Reedus. That's number 2 on her. And Parker Golden will shoot. And she missed that one, and Owen with the rebound. They are now 5 of 17 from the free throw line. They leave Reedus wide open at the elbow. Shoots it too hard. Sarah Owen with the rebound. Going to kick it back out. Reedus, head of the key. Slayton going to try another one. This one's way off right side. And Golden passes it out. It's still loose. And it's going to be out off Emily Slayton. Kenzie Hutchison throws it in, and Kenzie Reedus stole it, but then Hutchison steals it back. And we're going to have a walk on Claire Scott. Five minutes and 26 seconds left in the ball game. Donettes with a 15-point lead. Still got the varsity game coming up later on. Lowry's open in the corner for 3. It's good. Peyton Lowry, she steals the ball, and then we're going to have a foul on Golden. Lowry's only got, well, she got 3 points, but boy, I tell you what, a while ago she got 3 offensive rebounds in a row down there and made some great passes tonight as well. That's only the 4th team foul, 2nd foul against Parker Golden. Reedus dribbles to the right side, gets a screen. Going to take it all the way in, lays it up too hard, and battling for the rebound. It goes out in the corner, picked up by Emily Slayton. Well, the Donettes have missed several shots right underneath the basket. Lowry stops and pops. Too hard. And a rebound down to Hutchison. They give it to their 6'2" point guard.
Yeah.
And she takes it all the way down. And the Donettes foul her again.
Well, she's got a good mentor at home. Preston does a pretty good job at 6'2", 6'3", handling the ball too.
I can't figure out why one of the girls hadn't tried to take a charge on her, though, because she's doing the same thing every time, taking it to the right side. And she finally gets one to go. You know, I watched East Carter play Ava at that Legends of the Hardwood Classic Saturday night.
Yep.
East Carter scored the first 7 points of the game. They only finished the game with about 30 points.
Wow.
Which Ava's ranked in Class 4, I think. They had a kid, his last name was Dalton. I believe his last name was Dalton. He was real lefty. He was really good. But they were ahead 7-0 at the start, and Preston had all 7 points. But they pretty much shut him down after that. 44-27. Maddie Reedus drives to the bucket. Reverse layup, no good. And again, Donettes get the offensive rebound. And East Carter just staying back in the zone. Maddie Reedus going to try a 3 and shoots an air ball. I don't know why she shot a 3. They were all back about 3 feet from the basket. She could have dribbled in and shot about a 6-footer. Scott checks out, and Ochoa comes back in, and Sarah Owen's going to intercept the pass. Dropped off down low. Kenzie Reedus goes up, and she's fouled by Golden. That's the 3rd foul on Golden. It'll be 2 shots for Kenzie Reedus. The Donettes are 5 of 9 from the free throw line. And Kenzie has 6 points. That was all the first 6 points of the game, and they miss again. A lot of shots off the back of the rim and coming straight back towards the shooter. Tells me they're not getting enough arch on it. And again off the back of the rim. And we're going to have a foul on Reedus in the back court. We're going to walk to the other end and shoot 2. The Donettes need to quit fouling. That 4:03 to go. And it'll be Golden shooting again. She's got 6 points. Banks that one in. We've got people standing over by the doorway there. Looks like they're waiting to try to find a place to set between games. Golden's played pretty good here in the second half. She's got 8 points now as she makes both free throws. And it's a 15-point lead for the Donettes. Reedus dribbles, gets a screen from Owen into the paint, and we got a reach-in foul. That one is going to be on West. Still no bonus. The next one will put the Donettes in the bonus. That's the 3rd foul on Addison West. The bounce pass comes to Slayton, and she gets in the trees, kicks it back out to Maddie. Now free throw line to Kenzie. Over to Lowry. 3-pointer by Lowry. It's no good. And Kenzie Reedus hustles and gets a rebound back out front to Maddie, and she travels.
I asked somebody to send me that bracket from the JV tournament. It looks like our JV boys are going to play again on Wednesday night at 5:15 over at Malden, and it looks like they're going to have the winner of South Pim and Portageville. And then if they win that game or lose that game, they're playing on Saturday, and it just depends on what time.
Maddie Reedus with the rebound. And she gets it to Kenzie, but it's just a hair too late. And Kenzie turns and shoots it, but she missed it. And Golden with the rebound and gets it between the double team. Lowry comes back and steals it away. Not only did she knock it away, she got it, went and got it too. And she gets caught up on the baseline down there. Coach Epps has to call a timeout. 44-29, Donettes in the JV game, 3:03 to go. And we'll keep it here. It's just a 30-second. I didn't think he had any more 30s left. But coming up in the varsity game, Donettes 12-1 on the season. And if you didn't hear, wasn't watching us the other night, they defeated the Mountain View Liberty, and that was the team that had given them their only loss of the season. So Donettes come in 12-1, and East Carter is at 6-3. But as Dawn said earlier, East Carter's losses are all to pretty good teams. They did lose to Dexter, who Doniphan beat they actually lost in the semifinals to Dexter at the Christmas tournament.
Correct.
And then they won third place over Naylor. And then, of course, the Donettes beat Dexter. And that game, too, if you just look at the score of that game wasn't as close as the final.
No.
But that one girl hit those 2 threes in the last, 30 seconds, and she hadn't scored in the game. So, wide open up ahead, Lowry. They get it to her, but she doesn't shoot it. She fakes and she travels. That's one of those times where you don't need to fake. She was ahead of everybody. Well, Donettes had a lot of turnovers here in the fourth quarter. Good thing they had a big lead. Ochoa gets it back in the middle of the floor to West. West out in the corner. Fuller for 2 points, no good. And Maddie Reedus with the rebound. And we're going to have a foul. That one's going to be on Golden as well. I didn't even think she was around to play. I thought it was West, but he said 1-1. No, he went like this, 1-1, and they put it on the. Oh, maybe he said it's a 1-1. I bet that's what he said. That's the third foul on Ochoa. And Maddie Reedus will shoot. It's 1-1. And she makes the first one. That'll get her the second. Bailey Honeycutt came in for Reedus. Now Claire Scott is coming in for East Carter, and she'll replace West. And Addie Arnold's waiting at the scores table, coming in for Maddie Reedus if she makes this free throw. And she missed that one. And the Donettes are going to get the offensive rebound. Lowry's going to back it out. Gives it to Honeycutt. Honeycutt into the lane. Her shot blocked, and they're going to call another foul. Now, partner Golden, I tell you what, she got a pretty good head on her shoulder. I thought Bailey Honeycutt walked there too, and she looked over at Coach Rogers, and she went like this. And she did walk, I think, got away with it. Well, Bailey Honeycutt will shoot 2 shots, and that one barely grazes the front of the rim. Now Maddie Reedus will check out. Let's see, Maddie's got 3 points in the game. Kinsey went out with 6 points. Next one on the way is good. That is 4 points for Bailey Honeycutt. Golden guarded by Sarah Owen. Hands it off to Ochoa. Now to Scott. Scott's going to hand it back to Golden. Pass underneath. A nice pass there. And that's going to be 2 for Hutchison. 46-31. And Slayton will bring it up. Now she'll back it back out. They're in the 2-minute mark of the ball game. Slayton bounces it over to Owen. Owen hits Bailey Honeycutt. Honeycutt is going to travel. She had Lowry wide open in the corner. West comes back in and replaces Golden. Golden goes out with 8 points. She got all those in the second half. Pass up ahead, and Fuller can't handle it, and it goes out of bounds. Minute 45 to go. Donette's lead is 15. Sarah Owen looking for the cutter. Nobody open. Goes back to Slayton. Slayton dribbles in. She got a man open in the corner, but she didn't get it to her in time. Now underneath Owen. Owen puts it on the floor. Kicks it back out and it's stolen. She should have shot that one. Hutchison picks it up. Somebody going to come and help her out. Ochoa does. Ochoa to Scott. Scott's going to dribble back to the center of the floor. Now back to the right side. Bounces to Ochoa. Cross-court pass. Fuller. Shot up from 15. No good. Sarah Owen gets the rebound. And Honeycutt double dribble. About the time she got ready to pass that, Emily turned and run to the other end. Marley Kennan back in the game. And who else came in?
Macy Manus.
Okay. Hutchison to Ochoa. Ochoa gets it elbow to West. West going to take it down, throw it up too hard. And Slayton gets a rebound, and she's going to try to outrun everybody. Hutchison trying to catch up, and Slayton will lay it in. First bucket for Emily Slayton. 48-31. 30 seconds left. $17-point lead. And we're going to have a foul on Manus. We're going to have Kalia Cates and Lily Patrick coming in for the Donettes after the first free throw. Scott misses the first one. And Slayton and Honeycutt check out. 21.7 seconds left. Donettes are going to win this one. And that one is short. Patrick with a rebound. Gives it to Manus. Manus into the front court. Gives it over to Arnold. Arnold out front with 11 seconds. Backs it back out. Gets a screen from Kennan. Now she dribbles around. And it looks like now she passes to Kennan. Kennan loses it. Thought she was going to dribble it out there. End up adding another turnover to the total with 1 second to go. And that is our final score, 48-31. Donettes over East Carter. And they win the JV game in front of this big crowd. And we will go ahead and give you the scoring. And we'll take a short break and get back and get ready for that varsity game. It's an Ozark Foothills Conference game. Always a big game. Go ahead, Dalton.
Looking at the stats for the Donettes, Maddie Reedus is going to finish the night with 2. Emily Slayton has 2. Bailey Honeycutt with 4. The 2 big scores on the night were Sarah Owen and Micah Burton. Sarah is going to finish the night with 16. And Micah Burton is going to finish with 14. Kinsey Reedus had 6. Peyton Lowry had 3. And over for the Lady Redbirds, Mackenzie Hutchinson's going to have 4. Claire Scott 1. Sierra Duckett 4. Pete Ochoa 5. Parker Golden had a big second half. She wound up being the leading scorer, and she didn't have a single point in the first half. She's going to pick up 8. And Anna Crowley's going to have 6. Ella Fuller with 2. And that's going to be the scoring for the Redbirds, and that's how the Donettes won by a score of 48-31.
All right, well, for most of the game, the Donettes played pretty good. It got a little sloppy there in the fourth quarter, but they went on to win by 17. So they continue their winning ways, and we'll see what the varsity does against the varsity East Carter Lady Redbirds coming up here shortly. We'll take a break, and we'll be back with about 5 minutes before the varsity game starts.
The housing market is hot and interest rates are still low, making it a great time to sell your house or look for your new home. Either way, Taylor Schleif with United Country American Realty in Doniphan is there for you. Check out her listings online and be assured that Taylor will be with you every step of the way, making the process easier and more enjoyable for you. Come see her at their office in Oak Tree Village or schedule an appointment by calling 996-6786. Taylor Schleif and United Country American Realty, coming soon to a closing near you.
Davis True Value is proud to sponsor the Dons and Donettes for another exciting ball season. Just like the Dons and Donettes, Davis True Value knows hard work wins the game. They are your selection, service, and savings destination hardware store, serving the area with paint, plumbing, electrical, lawn and garden, and housewares. Your local True Value hardware with so much more. From window repair to chainsaw sharpening, we are the store of first choice. Behind every project is a True Value.
We're for road trips. We're for hitting up Arthur Bryant's for lunch and making it to Lambert's for dinner. We're for drop tops, T-tops, classics, cruisers, steel horses, and real horses. Have you ever hit a deer? Yep, we're for you too. We're for getting stuck in traffic and 6-lane freeways that aren't so free. We're for Missouri license plates. No, medals of pride. Like us, no two roads are alike, but we're all connected. We are Missouri Farm Bureau Insurance, and if you're a Missouri driver, we're for you.
I am Doug Green, your Missouri Farm Bureau Insurance Agent, and if you're in Ripley County, I've got you covered.
I'm Russell French, and for value and friendly professional service, give us a call at 573-996-5001. Whether you're insuring your home, auto, farm, or business, give us a call at 573-996-5001 or come by and see us right here in Doniphan at 1204 Walnut Street or visit us on the web at cmoinsurance.net.
At Mathis Timber, our goal is to provide our landowners with the greatest possible financial return on their timber lands, while not damaging young timber or leaving your property in a mess. We have served Ripley County and the surrounding areas since 1939. We will buy your timber on lump sum total or percentage. We have several references upon request. Contact Craig Mathis at 573-429-0996 and see how Mathis Timber can assist you with all your timber harvesting needs.
We're for worrying less about the what ifs and more about the why nots. We're for checking off your bucket list and then making a new one. We're for starting a family, a business, a tradition. And if you find yourself starting over, we're here for that too. We're for doing as much as you possibly can on a Saturday and absolutely nothing on a Sunday. We're for building a life in Missouri and going out and living it. And when it comes to making sure everything you build is protected, we're here for you. We are Missouri Farm Bureau Insurance, and we are Missouri for life.
I'm Lindsay Turner, your Missouri Farm Bureau insurance agent, and if you're in Ripley County, I've got you covered.
You've heard it all before. We're number one. We're the best. We have the biggest rebates. Now is the time to skip the hype and come to Current River Ford in Doniphan. They're all about helping you find the perfect new Ford. Current River Ford services your vehicles after the sale. From the moment you drive in, you will receive the quality service you've been missing. With the selection at Current River Ford, you'll find the new vehicle you want. How about getting your next vehicle at a dealership that makes it all about you? Current River Ford, Highway 160 in Doniphan.
Current River Bait and Tackle is more than just a convenience store. They serve hot lunches every day, including burgers that are made fresh and by hand every morning. If you're heading to the river or your favorite fishing spot, check out their large selection of fishing supplies. But most of all, come experience the friendly service at Current River Bait and Tackle, just across the bridge on Highway 160 in Doniphan.
We see the potential of her and him and you, of where you're from and what you can accomplish. Because when you set your mind to it, there's nothing you can't do. But reaching your potential isn't just about achieving your goals. It's about helping others, supporting your neighbors, building your community, and investing in people that make a difference. Like her and him and you. Because when you're from here, that's just what you do. And from here, we can do anything.
Welcome back, everybody, to Current River Broadcasting. Keith Bowman and Dalton Pennington here. We're getting set for the varsity game. The East Carter County Lady Redbirds in town to take on your Doniphan Donettes. Donettes come in with a record of 12-1 on the season. East Carter 6-3. And got a little bit of stats here. And this one will really get you. East Carter Donettes have beat East Carter 20 games in a row. It's been a while since East Carter's beaten Doniphan. And so we'll look at the team averages first. The Donettes are shooting 43.2% from the field. They're only shooting 27.5 from the three-point line, averaging 34 rebounds a game, and they're only shooting 54% from the free throw line with nobody shooting 70%. That's one thing that they really need to improve on going down the stretch here. Leading scorer is Sydney Speck at 13.2 a game. Bailey Carson, 8.8. Allison Skaggs, 8.2. McKenna Monahan, 6.4. And Timber Turner, 5.4. But they get some points off the bench from Kenzie Reedus and Maddie Reedus, as well as Micah Burton sometime. And Brooklyn Klepsik, too. Their averages are not on here. Sydney is shooting 62% from the free throw line, but she's only shooting 27.5 from the three-point line as well. Bailey's averaging 5 rebounds, and Allison is averaging 7.1 rebounds a game. And Dalton and I were talking earlier, and he looked it up. I was wondering what kind of defensive field goal percentage the Donettes had. And what did you say? It was 32?
32%.
32%.
Yeah.
I actually thought that it might be under 30%, which 32% is fantastic. If you hold a team shooting 32%, you're going to win most of the time. But to me, that's what the Donettes hang their hat on. They stay. A lot of games they win because of their defense. If they're not scoring well, they still play good defense almost every game. And the other night they give up 59. That was a lot of points for them to give up. But it was against an awfully good team, too.
Right, I agree with that. And kind of going, we kind of hit on this already a little bit. But Ange, Coach Rogers, I should say, she graduated from here in 2007 when we played under Jimbo Blackwell. And if anybody has seen a Jimbo Blackwell team, they're going to get after it. So I'm assuming Ange is probably coaching the same way that she grew up her whole life. So it should be a good defensive effort from both teams, and we may kind of see that matchup play out that way as like you said, maybe not score as many points this game, but they're going to wear you out on defense, and we may see that on both sides tonight.
Well, I do know when they played Liberty the other night, they gave up 90 points. Whew. They got beat 90-76 was the score. Now, they can put some points on the board, but you know as well as I do, the Donettes scored 70 against Liberty the other night, and the Donettes are only averaging 57 a game. So Liberty didn't play much defense, so I'm assuming East Carter didn't in that game either, because they got 90 on them. So we'll see. I don't think I seen East Carter play 2 games down at Twin Rivers, and I watched one other one on TV, and they don't get after it as much as. And one thing about it, she don't play as many kids that she's comfortable with as Coach Epps does. He goes 8, 9, at least 8, and probably 9 deep, and he don't really lose a whole lot by doing that.
Right.
I think when she goes to the bench, she loses more.
Right.
But I'm going to tell you something. Her and Allen have done a fantastic job, because a couple of years ago they were absolutely horrible, and she's really done a good
job. Right. And not only that, I remember them not being all that great a couple of years ago. But if I'm not mistaken, they were kind of in the same boat that Clearwater's girls program was when they would show up, and you might play JV and you might not. And then I remember, I think you and I were talking about there was a game 4, maybe 5 years ago where East Carter had 2 girls foul out, and they had to finish the game with 4 girls on the floor. So the fact that she's got a bench full of kids, looks like 15, 16, 17 kids down there, that kind of speaks volumes to kind of how they've turned the program already just by the number of kids showing up.
And I think Allen is coaching the elementary girls again now.
That'll help.
And Allen and I coached together for a long time when I lived at Elsinore, because he had a son the same age as me, and he had one a year older than mine.
Right.
And we coached a lot together, and he knows what he's doing. All right, we're getting ready for the national anthem, so we'll take a 90-second break and give you the starters.
At Mathis Timber, our goal is to provide our landowners with the greatest possible financial return on their timber lands. while not damaging young timber or leaving your property in a mess. We have served Ripley County and the surrounding areas since 1939. We will buy your timber on lump sum total or percentage. We have several references upon request. Contact Craig Mathis at 573-429-0996 and see how Mathis Timber can assist you with all your timber harvesting needs.
I'm Russell French, and for value and friendly professional service, give us a call at 573-996-5001. Whether you're insuring your home, auto, farm, or business, give us a call at 573-996-5001. Or come by and see us right here in Doniphan at 1204 Walnut Street. Or visit us on the web at cmoinsurance.net.
The housing market is hot and interest rates are so low, making it a great time to sell your house or look for your new home. Either way, Taylor Schleif with United Country American Realty in Doniphan is there for you. Check out her listings online and be assured that Taylor will be with you every step of the way, making the process easier and more enjoyable for you. Come see her at their office in Oak Tree Village or schedule an appointment by calling 996-6786. Taylor Schleif and United Country American Realty, coming soon to a closing near you.
All right, we're ready for the starters for the East Carter County Lady Redbirds. It'll be number 1, J.C. Douglas, a 5'5" senior. Number 12, Elizabeth Crowley, a 5'8" senior. Number 14, Brooklyn Kirby, a 5'6" junior. Number 25, the big girl, 6'2" sophomore, Brianna Dolman. And number 33, Jordan Moore, a 5'8" senior. East Carter coached by Angela Rogers and Alan Kirby. Now for the Donettes. And the first one out, number 2, McKenna Monahan. Number 5, Sydney Speck. Number 10, Timber Turner. Number 12, Bailey Carson. And number 33, Allison Skaggs. It's coached by Adam Epps, assisted by Rodney Honeycutt. Donettes in their home whites, East Carter in black with black numbers and red trim. And this may be the biggest, strongest girl that Donettes have had to contend with all year. And she moved, actually, she played at Twin Rivers last year. She moved to East Carter over the summer.
Right.
Well, we're ready to go. It'll be Skaggs jumping against Dolman. And this is an Ozark Foothills Conference game. And we are ready to go. And the tip will be controlled by the Donettes. Bailey Carson in the corner. Monahan dribbles to the baseline, passes in the middle, and it's going to be stolen away. Moore loses it, and they're going to say she lost it, touched it loud. A nice hustle by McKenna Monahan there after she turned it over to get in there and cause the turnover back to the Donettes. Bailey Carson to throw it in. Got to hurry up and get it in. Gets it into Skaggs, and they're going to, I don't know if the ball bounced on the line or if it's 5 seconds. I couldn't tell.
I think he held up 5, but that was a quick 5, it seemed like.
Brooklyn Kirby, the point guard. She is a scorer for East Carter. Gives it to Crowley. Crowley dribbles baseline. Over to Dolman. Dolman turnaround shot, and it won't go. And Allison Skaggs with the rebound. Skaggs and Kirby's their 2 main scorers, and Bailey Carson's going to take it all the way down. And she lays it away. That's exactly the way she started out at Poplar Bluff the other night. 2-0 Donettes. Kirby guarded by Monahan, takes it into the paint. Their shot blocked. Allison Skaggs come over to help. The Donettes headed back the other way. Monahan's going to beat everybody down, and we're going to have a foul on Jordan Moore. That's one thing about McKenna Monahan, Bailey Carson, and Sydney Speck. If they're even with you, they're going to keep going.
Right.
And sometimes if you're ahead of them, they're going to keep going. But Monahan will shoot 2. First one is up, and another one off the back of the rim. Boy, both teams in the JV game missed a bunch of them off the back of the rim. I think they need to back up off the free throw line about 2 inches. Monahan stays back off of it a little bit anyway. She does make the second one. and they'll pick up man-to-man. Inbounds pass comes into Douglas, and then Moore gives it back to Douglas. Speck on her. Bailey Carson comes up, knocks it away from behind. It's going to go out of bounds. And last touch by Brooklyn Kirby. And the Donettes wreaking havoc on the defense here against the Lady Redbirds here at the start. We've played a minute, and the Donettes have the first 3 points of the game. Bailey Carson guarded by Kirby. Goes left wing to Monahan. They were trying to run that backdoor play to Carson, but they didn't get it to her. Skaggs double teamed. Got to get it out of there. Takes it back herself and takes it in. It won't go. Battles for the rebound, and it's tipped out to Douglas. And then we're going to have a foul. I seen something out of Allison right there I don't see very often. Once she got that ball knocked away and she got it back, she took that thing to the hole. And she took it up strong. I mean, she's not near as heavy and as strong as that other girl, but it didn't go in, but I kind of like what I seen there. Moore dribbles down the sideline. Douglas is wide open at the three-point line. No good. Ball's going to go out of bounds. Last touch by Bailey Carson. And I've seen East Carter play a lot. Douglas hardly ever shoots the ball. That was kind of a surprise. Donettes will probably dare her to shoot because she doesn't shoot very much. Moore with the ball. They want to get that ball to Kirby if they can. Now they get it to her. You'll see several different people guarding her tonight. That's the way Coach Epps does it with the point guards. Passing the lane to Dolman, too high, and Sydney Speck picks it off. Here she comes. She's going to take it down, go in, put it up, no good. Monahan with the offensive board, and then she loses it out of bounds. Sydney's forced that one. She didn't have an angle on the backboard. She should have brought that one back out. Kirby coming up the middle. Pass over to Dolman. Dolman goes down. She puts that one in. There wasn't anybody to help on that one. They got it down too quick. And it's 3-2, Donettes. Carson takes it into the paint, goes down. And she loses it out of bounds. I don't know if she was going to throw that out in the corner or not. It looked like she was, but it ended up going out of bounds. Moore will bring it up against Bailey Carson. Goes all the way to the corner. Gets it back out to Douglas. Douglas over to Kirby. Now to Crowley. Crowley dribbles baseline. And the ball's tipped away by Turner. Crowley's going to get it back. She puts it on the floor, and she hands it right to Skaggs. Skaggs has got people open. It's McKenna Monahan. Monahan lays it in. Big girl leading the break. And an over. Ball knocked out of bounds by Sydney Speck. I didn't see what happened, but evidently the Donettes fans thought it went out off of East Carter.
No, he called that a foul on Sydney.
Oh, he did?
Yes, he did.
Oh, my goodness. Okay. Speck making Douglas work to get it up the floor. Down to Moore on the baseline. Comes back out front. Free throw line to Crowley. Out to Dolman. Back to Moore. Long three-pointers up and no good. Offensive rebound by Douglas. Skaggs blocks the shot. And it goes out of bounds. Going to stay with East Carter. Donettes lead 5-2. 4:32 to go first quarter. Kirby's got to get it in. Throws it into Douglas. Douglas goes up for the shot. No good. Another foul on the Donettes.
That wasn't the same 5-second count we had down here on the other end, I don't think.
And that's the second foul on Sydney Speck, so Brooklyn Klepsik's going to check in after Douglas shoots a free throw here. And she misses it wide left. Speck will check out. It's going to hurt the Donettes a little bit. Klepsik's going to have to come in and play some good defense and provide a little scoring as well. Douglas's next one is short. Long rebound is picked up by Clemson. Throws it up the floor to Monahan. Nice catch there. Monahan takes it in, puts it up, and she's going to be fouled. And I think she got that one on the big girl. Yep, Dolman picks that one up. And McKenna Monahan, 1 of 2 from the free throw line so far. She has 1 point. And she again off the back of the rim. I don't know if I've ever seen that many free throws missed in one night off the back of the rim. Everything is just a little bit long. That one's good. Makes the score 6-2 Donettes. Sierra Duckett in the game for for East Carter. She replaced Brooklyn Kirby. And they lose it. Monahan comes up with it. Cuts back into the center of the floor. Drops it off down low. Skaggs lays it in. And Monahan knocks it out of bounds. We talk all the time about the big girls running the floor, and Skaggs done it that time. Elizabeth Crowley checks out. Brooklyn Kirby back in for East Carter. Inbounds comes to Douglas. Kirby goes and gets it back from her. And Monahan knocks it out of bounds. Maddie Reedus checking in for the Donettes. And she'll replace Monahan. Now Brooke Klepsik will go over and guard Kirby. Pass inbounds to Jordan Moore. Moore comes up the right sideline. Gonna give it to Douglas out at the volleyball line. Back to Moore. Lob down low. Dolman catches, knocked away, and stolen by Maddie Reedus. And a foul in the back court. And the Donettes defensive tenacity. I don't think Dolman's used to one of the guards or the other players coming off and taking that ball away from her, because she sure didn't handle that very good. She checks out, and Crowley comes back in, so they get much smaller now. And we got another foul on East Carter, this one on Elizabeth Crowley. That's already 14 fouls on East Carter. Bailey Carson gonna hand it off. Nope, she fakes a handoff. Gives it down low to Skaggs. Skaggs being aggressive. Goes in and puts it off the glass net. Allison's got, how many points she got already? Not 102.
Well, that's the season stats over here. You're on this one.
I'm looking too far. Okay. 10-2. 3 minutes left first quarter. Donettes up by 8 points. East Carter trying to spread it out. Without the big girl in there, I would be looking for Kirby to do most of the scoring here. Now Crowley and Moore can score a little bit too, and there's a bad pass. Oh, go get it, Kenzie. Well, Maddie should have got that. She thought that was going out of bounds, I think. Didn't think there was anybody over there. And Coach Epps is telling her, too. We got a timeout by East Carter. We'll keep it here. 10-2. Now I'll get it. 4 points for Allison Skaggs.
There you go.
4 for McKenna Monahan, 2 for Bailey Carson. And East Carter's 2 points are for the big girl, Brianna Dolman. And right now she's on the bench. And I'm afraid she may get gassed in this game. And we talked earlier before the JV game. I believe the Donettes, I think this is just their second OFC game, I believe the Naylor game is the only ones I need to keep a schedule in front of me, and I need to have the scores wrote down on each game, but I don't ever do that anymore. I used to do that all the time.
Right.
You're making it too easy on me with this stuff. Kirby with a basketball. Gets a couple screens, and we got a foul on Timber Turner reaching in. That was a pretty hard foul there. Kenzie Reedus came in during that timeout. The Donettes have Klepsik, Maddie and Kenzie Reedus, Turner and Carson. East Carter with Moore, Douglas, Kirby, Crowley, and Duckett. Moore dribbles over to the right side, goes down. Oh, what a shot. Wow. Finger roll from about 8 feet out. You just tip your hat on that one. Reedus gives it in a corner to Turner. Turner puts it on the floor, back out to Reedus on the left wing. Dribbles into the paint, and she traveled. She had a little bit of a rough game in the JV game, too. She really nowhere to go right there on that, going into the middle of that traffic. Now Monahan comes back in for Reedus, and Monahan will switch back over to Kirby. Inbounds pass comes to Douglas, hands it back to Kirby. Here comes Monahan, knocks it away, but it goes right to Crowley. Crowley into the paint, kicks it out. Douglas, three-pointer, it's short, and Bailey Carson with a rebound. Pass way up the floor to Turner. Nice catch. Out in the corner, Klepsik. Back to Carson. Now they'll set it up again. Spins on Kirby. Stops, drops. Oh, it's intercepted. Nice play there by Jordan Moore. 10-4 Donettes. Duckett gets, I think she got away with a double dribble, and a shot blocked again. I don't know if that was Reedus or Klepsik got a hand on that, but the Donettes come away with it. Carson to the basket, no good. Offensive rebound out to Klepsik, three-pointer, bang! Brooklyn Klepsik for three. 13-4. Donettes trying to make somebody else bring that ball up besides Kirby, and they did it that time. Douglas is going to have to get it across the half line. 48 seconds left first quarter. Throw it into Moore, hands it off to Duckett. She's got a layup, and she put it in. Yeah, the Red Sea parted there. Coach Epp won't be too happy about that one. 13-6. Monahan comes and gets it from Bailey. Takes it down, left-handed layup. Oh, too hard. And a nice block out there by Crowley to get the rebound. Kirby throws it ahead. Monahan knocks it away and steals it. Throws it in to Turner. Down to 15 seconds. Down to 12. Carson. And Kirby reaches in and fouls her. That'll be Kirby's first foul and the 15th foul. 8.9 seconds to go. Now we got number 22, Cora White, coming in, replacing Kirby. And Allison Skaggs and Maddie Reedus check in for the Donettes. Turner and Carson go out. 8.9 seconds to go. And bounce pass comes into Maddie Reedus. In the corner, Klepsik, three-pointer, bang! Oh! Yeah! 16-6 at the end of the first quarter. Klepsik hit a couple of threes there in the last few seconds to give the Donettes a 10-point lead over East Carter. We'll be back in 1 minute on Current River Broadcasting.
We see the potential of her and him and you, of where you're from and what you can accomplish. Because when you set your mind to it, there's nothing you can't do. But reaching your potential isn't just about achieving your goals. It's about helping others, supporting your neighbors, building your community, and investing in people that make a difference. Like her, and him, and you. Because when you're from here, that's just what you do. And from here, we can do anything.
At the end of one quarter, the Donettes lead East Carter 16-6. And Brooklyn Klepsik hit 2 3-pointers there in about the last 45 seconds. As East Carter had got within 4. Donettes send out Sydney Speck, Brooklyn Klepsik, Allie Skaggs, Kenna Monahan, and Maddie Reedus. It'll be Moore, White, Douglas, Crowley, and both Crowleys, Elizabeth and Anna, and Donettes get a steal on the inbound. Monahan all the way to the hole, left-handed layup, and she missed it again. That's twice she's got in there, but wasn't able to convert the layup. And Moore has it taken away by Klepczyk. Klepczyk stops in the corner, hits at Allie Skaggs. She doesn't miss the left-handed layup. And again, running the floor, Allie Skaggs. White's going to take it in. Stop. Out the free throw line, Moore headed the key shot, no good. And McKenna Monahan with a rebound and a reach-in foul on Moore. That'll be team foul number 6. Well, Donettes, this last 7:21 of the first half will be in the bonus. They lead 18-6 as Dolman and Kirby come back in. Douglas and Moore check out. Maddie Reedus into the paint, and she's going to be fouled. That one's going to be on White, and that'll send Reedus to the line, shoot a 1-and-1. The difference between the two teams right now that I see is the Donettes are playing defense with their feet, and East Carter's playing defense with their hands. First free throw is good by Maddie Reedus. That's Maddie's first point here in the varsity game. And that one rims out. The ball tipped around by Brooklyn Klepczyk. Kirby's going to come out with it for East Carter. Get it down the floor, behind the back, knocked away from the side. Klepczyk. Skaggs is going to bring it into the front court. Takes it all the way down, shoots it. Might have got a little too over-aggressive right there, but that I like to see her hustling like that. She's really, Misha might be playing harder tonight than I've seen her. Being a little more aggressive anyway. Bowling out of bounds off the Donettes, and East Carter's going to throw it out of bounds. And another substitution. White's going to check out. And bring Duckett will be back in. Trying to get Klepczyk open again. She fakes the shot in the lane to Reedus. Out to Sydney Speck. Back to Reedus, free throw line to Skaggs. Back out to Monahan. And the Donettes will reset the offense. Fakes the handoff, takes it in, sidesteps the defender, puts it in. 21-6. And Kirby gives it up. Duckett's going to have to bring it into the front court. And we're going to have a reach-in foul on Reedus. She almost got a steal there before she committed the foul. 15 foul on the Donettes. And that is the first foul on Reedus. They didn't put it on the board, but I think we got her for one, don't we?
Yeah.
Kirby stops, pops, and an air ball. I think that's the first shot she's attempted, I believe. Here we are in the second quarter. Monahan hits Skaggs, running the floor again, turns, shoots, a little bit off. And a rebound pass ahead. And it's going to be knocked away again. Crowley's going to turn and shoot, and they got a hand on it again. And it's going to go out of bounds, last touch by the Donettes. Kenzie Reedus in, Bailey Carson in, Timber Turner in, Skaggs Speck, and also Micah Burton in. Okay, McKenna Monahan's the only one stayed in. Kirby to inbound it, lobs it in, and the ball tipped away, but it went right to Crowley, and she missed the layup. Timber Turner with the defensive rebound. Here comes Bailey Carson. Spin move into the paint, turns, shoots, and scores. 23-6. And a reach-in foul in the backcourt. Okay. On Monahan. That'll be 2 fouls on Monahan. And that's a 16 foul. So we'll have free throws the rest of the first half by both teams now. Douglas pass is intercepted, and then Turner throws it away, but luckily the Donettes get it back. And the toughest left-handed layup Monahan's had all night, she hit with somebody on her face. And another foul on the Donettes in the back court. That was on Bailey Carson. That is her first foul. And it will be Duckett shooting a one-on-one. Duckett missed the free throw. Turner with a good block out on Dolman, gets the rebound. 25-6 Donettes. Carson spins into the paint and Dolman blocks it. Nice block by the big girl there. And she's playing with 2 fouls, I do believe, too, so that's taking a chance. Dolman with the ball out front, hands it to Kirby. Kirby dribbles to the baseline, and she's going to be fouled by Turner. Turner tried to get there and cut her off on the baseline, but she didn't get there in time. So now Kirby will shoot, and unbelievably, she has not scored yet. And she's only attempted 1, maybe 2 shots at the most. And she missed the free throw. She's a really good free throw shooter, too. I think she's frustrated. And I thought that might happen with the way the Donette point guards guard. Carson hands it off to Monahan. Drops it off to Reedus. And she missed it. And Timber Turner gets in there and gets the offensive rebound. Puts it up and scores. And they stole it on the inbound by Michael Burke, and she lays it in. 29-6, Donette. East Carter is flustered, to say the least. Douglas gets it across the half line, hands the ball to Kirby. She's double teamed, Turner with a steal. She's got a run out, goes down, lays it up and scores. Oh no, it come out. How did that not go in?
I think that hit every part of the rim right there, multiple times.
Wow, I can't believe that didn't go in. They get it in to Crowley. She gets it up to Duckett. Douglas looking for a screen all the way out by midcourt. Hands it to Kirby. Kirby can fire it from long range. They throw it inside. Crowley goes in and high off the glass and scores. Here comes Monahan. Dribbles to the baseline. Circles back out. Free throw line to Turner. Left corner, Burton. Down low, Reedus. Back out to Carson. Carson's going to dribble in. Gives it to Turner. Open from 10 feet. No good. And Duckett got the rebound off the floor. Everybody kind of stood around and looked at that one.
Well, that last possession for East Carter, that was their first field goal of the second quarter.
Kirby drives to the basket, lays it up and in. That's a tough shot there. Here comes Monahan again. Crossover dribble. Crowley knocks it away. Monahan gets it back, drops it off underneath the Reedus, and she scores. Inbounds pass comes in to Douglas. She gives it back to Crowley. Crowley weaving in and out of traffic. Going to take it into the paint. Spins. Left-handed shot. No good. And Reedus with the rebound. Here comes Carson. In the corner, Monahan gets around to her man. Goes in. Lays it up and under. 33-10, Donettes. And we got a timeout called by Coach Rogers. And her girls look like they are gassed. 33-10, Donettes. 2:35 to go first half. We'll take a 30-second break and we'll be back.
Current River Bait and Tackle is more than just a convenience store. They serve hot lunches every day, including burgers that are made fresh and by hand every morning. If you're heading to the river or your favorite fishing spot, check out their large selection of fishing supplies. But most of all, come experience the friendly service at Current River Bait and Tackle, just across the bridge on Highway 160 in Doniphan.
Well, the Donettes have opened up a big lead on East Carter here with 2:35 to go in the first half. They lead at 33-10. And we got Parker Golden in the game, Jordan Moore, J.C. Douglas, Sierra Duckett, and Elizabeth Crowley. Donettes, Klepsik checked in, and Skaggs, Burton, Maddie Reedus, and Timber Turner out there. Crowley crossover dribble to the paint, ball knocked away by Maddie Reedus, and it is picked up by the Donettes. Lob into the lane. Skaggs back out to Brooke Klepsik, and she hits her third three here in the first half.
All three from the same spot, too.
I wish she'd get hot the rest of the year because Donettes needs somebody that can hit those consistently. She's 3 for 3, I believe. I don't think she's missed one yet.
All three from the same spot, yep.
Golden gives it to Crowley, hands it in the corner to Duckett. Duckett cross court, Moore, long three-pointer, it's good. 36-13, 1:35 to go first half. Maddie Reedus handling the ball, gets it to Skaggs. Puts a move on, takes it down, kicks it out in the corner. Micah Burton's going to try a three, and it's good. Wow. 39-13. J.C. Douglas with the ball, almost at midcourt. Gives it back out front to Duckett. Duckett hits Moore at the free throw line. Takes it in, forces up a shot, it won't go. And the Donettes get the rebound. Maddie Reedus, a little hesitation, kicks it out to Klepsik. In the lane to Skaggs. Jump hook blocked by Golden. Jordan Moore comes out of there with it. Passes ahead to Golden, and it goes right through her hand. Bailey Carson in for Micah Burton. You know, Dalton, I mentioned a while ago, the Donettes are coming off of their man and knocking that ball away. You can tell East Carter's not used to that because I don't know how many times they've done that. They're just worried about their man guarding them and somebody else is coming and knocking it away. Even when they're dribbling up the floor, it's happening. You would have thought that they would have played somebody. I'm going to tell you, the Donettes, they get after it on defense.
Their help defense is what's so good. That second defender that you're talking about coming over and assisting on every single play, there's always two there.
Brooke Klepsik with a little runner in. Donettes going to jump out of there. 41-13, 20 seconds left in the first half. And Golden is called for travel. Well, the Donettes will get at least one more shot here before halftime. 18 seconds left as Klepsik comes into the front court. Gives it to Bailey Carson. Back out to Klepsik. She gets a screen. Same shot again. This one won't go. Underneath rebound by Skaggs. Missed it. And then was battling for it on the second one when it goes out of bounds. With 5.9 to go. And McKenna Monahan's going to check in. And she's going to get Maddie Reedus. Cora White also came in for East Carter. Inbounds pass comes to Moore. Don't foul her now. And the ball knocked out of bounds with 1.9 to go. And Kenzie Reedus is going to come in.
Running them in and out with 2 seconds left. In and out, in and out.
Yeah, trying to keep them from getting another foul, I guess. Huh? Inbounds pass comes to Golden. Oh! We got a foul called with 0.2 seconds to go. That's going to be on Klepsik. And Moore will shoot. I don't know if they called that on the shot or a 1-and-1. 1-and-1. Now Micah Burton back in. Klepsik, and how many fouls went on Brooke? That was her first?
Yeah. Coach Epps may be the only one that can make 4 substitutions in under 4 seconds.
Moore makes the first free throw. And the second one's good. Our halftime scores is 41-15. The Donettes with a big first half over the East Carter County Lady Redbirds. Lead by 26 at halftime. And we'll go to Dalton now. He'll give you the first half scoring before we take our break. Have at it, Dalton.
Like Keith said, big half for the Donettes. They're going to pick up 16 points in the first quarter and then an additional 25 in the second, giving them 41 for the half. McKenna Monahan's going to have 8. Maddie Reedus has 1. Timber Turner with 2. Bailey Carson has 6. Micah Burton has 5. Kinsey Reedus has 2. Allie Skaggs with 6. And the Donettes are being led in scoring by Brooke Klepsik. That big second quarter for the Donettes are actually going to see 7 different scorers get in the scoring column there. And the Donettes are going to do a great job of sharing that ball in the first half. Looking over at the East Carter Lady Redbirds, they're only going to have 6 in the first and 9 points in the second. They're going to be led in scoring by Jordan Moore. She has 7. As Keith said, Brooklyn Kirby is normally the leading scorer for the Lady Redbirds, and she's only going to have 2 in the first half. Brianna Dolman has 2, Sierra Duckett with 2, and Anna Crowley with 2 as well. And that's where we sit, where the Donettes, like Keith said, have a 26-point lead. They currently lead 41-15. We're going to take a 1-minute pause, and we'll be back with Coach Daniel Cagle here at halftime.
You've heard it all before. We're number 1. We're the best. We have the biggest rebates. Now is the time to skip the hype and come to Current River Ford in Doniphan. They're all about helping you find the perfect new Ford. Current River Ford services your vehicles after the sale. From the moment you drive in, you will receive the quality service you've been missing. With the selection at Current River Ford, you'll find the new vehicle you want. How about getting your next vehicle at a dealership that makes it all about you? Current River Ford, Highway 160 in Doniphan.
Hometown Pharmacy is your one-stop pharmacy for all of your medical needs. Our pharmacist provides shots for flu, pneumonia, and shingles all in this pharmacy with no appointment necessary. Refills can be
all right,
requested
ladies and
online.
gentlemen, this is Dalton Pennington. Once again, we're here at halftime where the Doniphan Donettes are currently leading by a score of 41-15 over the East Carter County Redbirds. The Donettes, this is going to be their second OFC game of the year, and they're already winning big here at halftime. I'm currently joined by Coach Daniel Cagle of the boys basketball team. Coach, you just got back from Malden tonight, correct?
We just got back from Twin River. I JV over at Malden.
JV over at Malden, right.
They were down 13, I think, in the fourth and came back and won that game. That was the first round of that Malden JV tournament.
Right, good. Looking at what we got this week, we've got homecoming on Friday, is that correct?
Well, we go to Crothersville tomorrow.
Oh, that's right. You have Crothersville.
We go to Crothersville tomorrow, and then we got homecoming here Friday versus Naylor.
Okay, and that Crothersville game's been moved up to 5 o'clock.
JV will start at 5.
Okay, JV will start at 5. And then you've got Naylor this week. I think this is the first time we've actually had a chance to sit down and talk since Christmas.
So we went 3-1 over at Bloomfield, and we wasn't playing too well going into the Bloomfield Christmas tournament, and that's kind of our story from last year. I don't feel like we were playing very good basketball going into the Bloomfield Christmas tournament last year, but we got going last year and went 3-1 down there, and then we had a pretty good end to our season. This year, kind of same thing. We were, I think 4-4 going into it or something like that, or 4-5 going into it. And we went 3-1 down there, took third place in the Bloomfield Christmas tournament, and we came out of that last week, and we went to Mountain View Liberty and got a win, and also went to Twin Rivers Friday night and got a win.
Right. Like you were talking about those Christmas tournaments, you played in the Carton Christmas tournament, and you took a loss to Malden in that final game over there, and then were able to turn around, like you said, went 3-1 in Bloomfield, and you ended up winning the third place game over Malden by 15 points. So, like you said, a big difference between where you were going into Bloomfield and where you came out at the end. What do you think was the big difference between Clarkton Christmas Tournament and Bloomfield Christmas Tournament?
I thought after Clarkton Christmas Tournament, we really started stressing ball movement and changing sides of the floor with the ball. I felt like we were not reversing the ball at all. It seemed like the ball would go to one side of the floor, and whoever caught it was trying to score or get an assist, or on that same side of the floor we're trying to force passes or force shots and or try to drive and force something. And they just wasn't reversing the basketball, so we really stressed that a lot. We've got to start reversing the basketball. And Bloomfield Christmas Tournament, we did a good job sharing the basketball, and then coming out, going to Mountain View Liberty, we were sharing. I think Nolan Zaronka had 10 assists at Mountain View Liberty, and that's not happened a lot. 10 assists is quite a good accomplishment for a high school game, and speaking of Nolan Zaronka, that's huge too. I mean, I think we were something like 1-5 or 1-6 without him. And I want to say, I mean, we're 6-2, 7-2 with him. I mean, he makes a big difference for our basketball team.
Right, and then we also talked about the other day, and I think you and I were talking about this in the hallway, Cam Barton has kind of been a different player for you here during Bloomfield Christmas Tournament and moving forward, kind of been a different ball player for you as well.
He's coming on, man, just like I hoped he would. I knew that he would be such a key this year, and I felt like he's played pretty efficient offensively all year, but we were stressing to him about improving on defense. I felt he lacked in that area. His post defense wasn't very good, but man, he worked on it, and we played, Malden in that last game over at the Bloomfield Christmas Tournament, and he guarded the Burton kid who had 28 rebounds the game before they played us, and I think he only had 4 rebounds against us. Cameron kept him blocked out all night and did a really good job playing post defense. Cameron's getting better for sure.
Good. Well, what are we looking for Caruthersville tomorrow night? What do we think there?
They're a really good basketball team. They won the Gideon Bulldog Classic this year, and they got size and athleticism, so it's going to be a tough matchup for us, especially going on the road to Caruthersville. But we're playing pretty good basketball right now, so I'm confident.
Good. All right, Coach. Well, I appreciate you joining us. We're going to take about another 2-minute pause, and Keith and I will be back with about 2 minutes to go in halftime, where your Donettes are currently leading by a score of 41-15. Coach, thank you for joining me, and like I said, we'll be back in about 2 minutes.
All right, thank you very much.
The housing market is hot and interest rates are still low, making it a great time to sell your house or look for your new home. Either way, Taylor Schleif with United Country American Realty in Doniphan is there for you. Check out her listings online and be assured that Taylor will be with you every step of the way, making the process easier and more enjoyable for you. Come see her at their office in Oak Tree Village or schedule an appointment by calling 996-6786. Taylor Schleif and United Country American Realty, coming soon to a closing near you.
Davis True Value is proud to sponsor the Dons and Donettes for another exciting ball season. Just like the Dons and Donettes, Davis True Value knows hard work wins the game. They are your selection, service, and savings destination hardware store, serving the area with paint, plumbing, electrical, lawn and garden, and housewares. Your local True Value hardware with so much more. From window repair to chainsaw sharpening, we are the store of first choice. Behind every project is a True Value.
We're for road trips. We're for hitting up Arthur Bryant's for lunch and making it to Lambert's for dinner. We're for drop tops, T-tops, classics, cruisers, steel horses, and real horses. Have you ever hit a deer? Yep, we're for you too. We're for getting stuck in traffic and 6-lane freeways that aren't so free. We're for Missouri license plates. No, medals of pride. Like us, no two roads are alike, but we're all connected. We are Missouri Farm Bureau Insurance, and if you're a Missouri driver, we're for you.
I am Doug Green, the Missouri Farm Bureau Insurance Agent, and if you're in Ripley County, I've got you covered.
Current River Bait and Tackle is more than just a convenience store. They serve hot lunches every day, including burgers that are made fresh and by hand every morning. If you're heading to the river or your favorite fishing spot, check out their large selection of fishing supplies. But most of all, come experience the friendly service at Current River Bait and Tackle, just across the bridge on Highway 160 in Doniphan.
Welcome back, everybody. Keith Bowman and Dalton Penningham back at the Bill L. Wright Gymnasium in Doniphan, where the Doniphan Donettes have a big halftime lead, 41-15, over the East Carter County Lady Redbirds. And Dalton, that first half, the Donettes just pretty much, they pretty much did anything they wanted to in that first half, and hopefully they'll be able to keep it going.
Right, I agree 100%, and I think they can attribute every single bit of that to their defense. And it's something that we've known all along. Coach Epps has that luxury to just be able to run out 6, 7, 8 girls, and they don't get tired. Not only, does he have that endless supply of legs, but also it seems to be the girls he's got doesn't get gassed either. So, and I think that's the biggest part of why they're up here 26 now on East Carter, is East Carter just can't keep up.
And they can score too.
Right.
He don't lose much offensively either.
Right.
And on the other hand, East Carter, they basically most of the time have 2 girls that do most of their scoring. And at halftime, let's see, Dolman has 2 points and Kirby's got 2 points.
Right.
And Jordan Moore's got 7. she's probably their third leading scorer.
Right.
And the other, Elizabeth Crowley usually scores a few, but I don't think she scored at all.
But the thing is, though, if you'll notice, Kirby's one of those that's got to drive into the lane. Dolman, obviously, you're going to have to set her up a play down low, and they're really not getting down to the other end of the floor to even be able to set up some offense. And you look at Jordan Moore with 7. One of those buckets was a 3 for her that was way out there.
Yeah.
So it's just like they're not even getting a chance to set up their offense.
Sydney Speck has their shot blocked by Dolman, and East Carter heading back the other way, and Crowley dribbles the ball off her foot, and Allison Skaggs picks it up. Well, Brooklyn Kirby can shoot threes, some long threes, and the Donettes are just not letting her have them. They're not letting, she's not open. Skaggs misses a free throw line jumper. Couple of empty possessions for the Donettes the first couple of times. Kirby goes behind the back, loses her dribble. Dolman has to come out and get the ball at the head of the key. And I'm not sure Coach Rogers wants her out there. Moore dribbles down, hands it to Kirby. Kirby's going to shoot a 3, and it's blocked. Dolman is there to get the rebound and put it in, and she's fouled. When that shot was blocked, I don't think Allison Skaggs looked up. And they call the foul on Bailey Carson. Okay, that's Bailey's second. And Dolman with a chance to convert the three-point play. That's a bad break because Dolman makes the free throw, 41-18. And East Carter has the first 3 points in this third quarter. We've played about a minute. Carson with the basketball, gets a screen, stops and shoots from the free throw line, too hard, but it's a long rebound out to Sydney Speck. Gives it back to Carson. And now the Donettes will reset. Bounce pass left side, Sydney Speck. Head of the key, Timber Turner. Now she bounces it back to Carson. Over on the right side, Donettes being methodical this time. Bounce pass underneath the Turner, and she scored. Great job by McKenna Monahan. She gets down there and loses that dribble in the lane. She is awfully good at finding somebody open. And Turner gets the bucket. Kirby has it knocked away, but Dolman will run it down. Dolman dribbles down, and that's going to be a travel. Good defense there by Turner to come over and help Allison Skaggs there. She tried to go through the double team, and she was called for a travel. 25-point lead for the Donettes. 6 minutes left in the third quarter. Bounce pass to Timber Turner. In the corner to McKenna Monahan. Bounces down low to Skaggs. Skaggs being aggressive tonight. She missed that one to the right side, and Timber Turner's there to get the rebound. Throws it back out to Monahan. She saves it before it goes into the back court. And she passes in the middle. Dolman's going to knock it into the back court, but Bailey Carson's going to get her to it. Now the Donettes got a 5-on-4. Carson out to Monahan. Wide open 3. That one is off. And Dolman had to rebound, and Turner almost took it away from her. Pass up the floor, intercepted by Sydney Speck. And she's going to step on the out-of-bounds line. And again, that big lead at halftime, they've come out a little bit ragged here in the third quarter. And I mean, it's kind of understandable, but I know Coach Epps don't like to see that. And a bad pass by Crowley. She throws it out of bounds. Dolman got behind Skaggs, but the pass was too far. And it will be Maddie Reedus coming in for Bailey Carson. She's met by J.C. Douglas. Hands it off to Monahan. Monahan gives it to Speck, and we're gonna have a travel on Monahan. I think they wanted a travel on Reedus when she handed the ball off to Monahan. Coach Epps standing there with his hands out talking to his girls like, what's going on here? That's not the way we played in the first half. Douglas hands it off to Crowley. Crowley spins into the paint, goes down with the up and under, no good. And again, really good defense by Timber Turner. And we're going to have a double foul called on Turner and Crowley, that just looked like they got tangled up to me.
Yeah, I don't agree with that one. That's
one they should have just let win.
Right. I think they both just turned and took off running at the same time.
Yeah, they just got tangled up. That didn't call for a foul there, I don't believe, but they called it anyway. How many fouls is that on Timber?
Timber has 3 now.
Okay. She checks out of the game, and Kenzie Reedus comes in. And it'll be it will go to a jump ball after even though the Donettes had the ball. That to me, that's not right.
Right.
They should have just called a double foul and then give the ball back to the Donettes. I don't agree with that. I don't think that's the way that should be called. I think they're wrong on that. And a drive to the basket by Crowley, and she's going to be fouled. And looks like this half, East Carter's going to just try to drive into the paint and see if they can draw some fouls.
Well, I did notice Coach Rogers came down when they were kind of discussing it with Coach Epps when they signaled for that double foul. She came down and she said, well, we had ball when they caused the foul, and Epps was saying, no, we had it.
No,
so
Doniphan had it.
Right. He headed the other way. But I don't know if that maybe.
I think they called that foul on Kenzie Reedus. I'm not sure.
They did. That's who I put it down for.
They never put it up in the middle there.
Well, they're not running the middle when they're doing the stats. Well, no, now they do. Okay.
Crowley made the first free throw. 4:32 to go in the third. Makes both of them. And it's 43-20. Donettes need to get back on track on offense here. I mean, I don't think they're in danger of losing the game, but they're not fluid like they were in the first half. And Speck, I don't know why in the world she handed that. Reedus at the head of the key. Gives it to Monahan. Monahan bounces to Speck. She's open for a 3, and it's good.
Well, it's not often that your leading scorer waits to the third quarter to score, but
and you got a 26-point lead.
Right.
Kirby goes to the basket, lays it up, no good. Dolman battling for the rebound. It's tapped back out to Kirby. She gets it to Dolman underneath, and she scores, and it's fouled. The Donettes got to quit fouling. I mean, they must have just breathed on her because this sure didn't affect her shot any on that at all. You got to foul her, make sure she don't make it. That one was on Skaggs. Dolan misses the free throw. Maddie Reedus with the rebound. Passes up the floor to Monahan. Dribbles in, going to put it off the glass. It's blocked by Dolman, and it's going to go out of bounds. Last touch by Monahan. Dolman can block some shots if you get in there close to her. And we got Carson and Klepsik coming back in. Monahan and Reedus will check out. Kenzie Reedus. And we got Duckett coming back in for Kirby for East Carter. Jordan Moore. And that's going to be an illegal screen on Dolman. I seen that one coming. I didn't know if Maddie was going to run into her or not, but I seen it coming. That's Dolman's third foul. Klepsik in the lane. Skaggs turns, shoots, and no good. Rebounded by Duckett. J.C. Douglas brings it into the front court. Gives it back to Moore. Moore down low, ball tipped away by Skaggs. Picked up by Sydney Speck. Speck running hard to the other end. Gives it in the corner, down low. Skaggs catches, lays it in. Beautiful by the Donettes. Beautiful. And again, Skaggs running the floor. I mean, I say that all the time, but they do. They run the floor. Crowley can't get a shot off. Out to Duckett. Duckett does, and going to have another foul. Donette's bailing them out a little bit here, sending them to the free throw line. That's only the third team foul, but every one of them, I think, has been a two-shot foul this half. Or a one-shot, because Dolman made that one basket, but Duckett misses the first. White and Anna Crowley come back in. Moore Dolman will check out. It's 48-22 Donettes. As the scoring definitely slowed down for the Donettes here in the third quarter. East Carter's done a little better. Second free throw good by Duckett. They put that point up on the wrong side. It's 48-23, I believe.
Yeah.
They're changing it now. Reedus down low. Skaggs kicks it out. Klepsik steps into a three. That was no good. Skaggs would have turned over her right shoulder that time. She would have had a wide open layup. Crowley tried to throw that off of Carson. She lifted her leg and it went back and hit Crowley before it went out of bounds. Got a leader, Brooklyn. Inbounds to Carson, gets around the defense, lays it in. Bailey Carson for two, 50-23. Anna Crowley brings it across the half line, picks up her dribble, got to get some help, and it's going to be knocked out of bounds by Sydney Speck. East Carter doesn't really have a big girl on the floor, so Skaggs is having to guard Anna Crowley, which she plays inside, but and the ball batted away by Speck. They won't catch her. Jump stop, lays it in. Donettes turning up the pressure a little bit. Inbounds pass comes to White. What? That foul on Brooklyn Klepsik. And we got Monahan coming back in for her. And Kenzie Reedus is going to come in for Skaggs. Minute 50 to go in the third. It's 52-23. And Speck almost stole that inbounds pass. Over to Duckett. Duckett dribbles to the baseline. Circles back out to the wing. Now into the paint. Kicks it out in the corner. Crowley dribbles baseline. Shot up and good. Nope, defense wasn't there on that one. Speck's open in the corner, three-pointer, no good. And it's going to go out of bounds, I think, last touch by the Donettes. Sydney shot that a little bit quick. Kenzie Reedus was wide open underneath the basket. And we got Jordan Moore coming back in for East Carter. And also Mackenzie Hutchison in her first action. She played a lot in the JV game. Inbounds pass to Moore. She's triple teamed in the backcourt. Gets it back to Duckett. Now she'll bring it up one-on-one against McKenna Monahan. Duckett bounces in the corner, cuts to the basket, catches, missed a shot, and Hutchison's going to put it back up, no good. And Monahan's going to tear it away from Kenzie Reedus. Here comes Monahan, all the way down, goes up, no good. Kenzie Reedus with the rebound, has it stripped out of her hands. And Jordan Moore will bring it the other way with 45 seconds left in the third quarter. 52-25. Drop off down low to Duckett, and she traveled. I think the Donettes have only got 11 this quarter.
Right. East Carter with 10.
They're still outscored them. Right. Had a bad quarter, still outscored them. Maddie Reedus has her pass batted away, and it's loose on the floor. And Kenzie Reedus gets it back to Maddie. Maddie out to Monahan. Three-pointer by Monahan, it's good. 30-point lead. Donettes Hold'em will have a running clock to start the fourth quarter. And Monahan steals it. Monahan's going to take it, drop it off to Speck, lays it in. That ball was knocked away by Maddie Reedus. Picked up by Monahan and scored by Speck. And that's going to be the end of the third quarter. And the Donettes with a 32-point lead over the East Carter County Lady Redbirds. Be back in 1 minute on Curve River Broadcast.
We see the potential of her and him and you. of where you're from, and what you can accomplish. Because when you set your mind to it, there's nothing you can't do. But reaching your potential isn't just about achieving your goals. It's about helping others, supporting your neighbors, building your community, and investing in people that make a difference. Like her, and him, and you. Because when you're from here, that's just what you do. And from here, we can do anything.
Welcome back, everybody. We got a 32-point lead for the Donettes over the East Carter County Lady Redbirds heading to the fourth quarter. And if they can keep a 30-point lead, we'll have a running clock here in this quarter. Right now it's 57-25. It's going to be the Donettes' ball to start the fourth quarter. And Coach Epps, as usual, goes back with his starters to start the fourth quarter. Skaggs, Speck, Turner. Well, I'll take that back. -1. Klepsik's going to be out there and Bailey Carson instead of Monahan. East Carter has Elizabeth and Anna Crowley, White, Douglas, and Golden. Carson gives the ball to Speck. Speck gets a screen. Now she dribbles down to the paint, kicks it out to Klepsik. Nice catch there, keep him going out of bounds. Down to Skaggs. Back out in the corner. Speck open for three. Oh, in and out. And a rebound by Anna Crowley for the Lady Redbirds. Passes over on the left side to White. White's going to take it all the way in, has it knocked out of bounds. And it'll stay with the Lady Redbirds. Inbounds comes to Douglas. Bob down low, nice catch by Golden, but her shot's blocked by Skaggs. And a pass across the court to Crowley and goes up, and she's going to be fouled by Bailey Carson. Nice block by Allison Skaggs on Parker Golden. And we are already down to 6:55 to go in the game. And it'll be Elizabeth Crowley shooting 2 shots. And she has 4 points in the game. She's 2 for 2 from the free throw line. The leading scorer for the Donettes is Monahan and Klepsik with 11 points apiece.
Yeah, there's 9 different Donettes in the scoring column there.
I see that.
And only 2 of them have barely cracked double digits.
Yeah, and they got 3 more close.
Right.
Missed both free throws, pass ahead. Klepsik sets a three-pointer. It's no good. Ball tipped around, and White comes down with it. Gives it to Douglas. Over to Crowley. Skaggs cuts her off on the baseline. Knocked away as help defense comes in by Carson. Carson stops. She'll come back to the center of the floor. Bounces it to Klepsik. Wide open underneath. Carson lays it in, and he got a foul. And that'll put Bailey Carson in double figures with 10 now. Monahan's got 11, Klepsik 11, Carson 10. She got a chance to go to 11. And Allison Skaggs 8 and Sydney Speck 7. So could possibly get 5 in double figures. And there's 11. So 3 girls with 11 points to lead the Donettes. As Brooklyn Kirby comes back in for Anna Crowley. And the lead is 35 with 5:15 to go. And the ball knocked away again. Kirby has to go to the floor to save it. And White is not expecting it. And I want to tell you something. You look over there beside Brooklyn Kirby's name and see 2 points. That's amazing.
Right. Did she crack over at the Lady
She went over 1,000.
Was that 1,000 that she went over? I couldn't remember if it was 1,000 or 2.
Yeah, she'll get 1,500 probably because she got the rest of this year and next year.
Right.
And the Donettes turn it over. But she don't have games where she scores 2 points. I mean,
no. So she's a junior, is that correct?
Yeah.
1,000 points already? That's pretty impressive.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. She scores a lot of points.
Yep.
Golden gives it in the corner to Crowley. Crowley puts it on the floor. Out to Douglas. Douglas dribbles into the paint. Throws it out. White fakes the shot. Now takes it down, lays it up and in. Cora White with her, I believe that's her first 2 points. And it's 60-27. Carson all the way to the hole, kicks it out. Klepsy steps into a three, no good. Well, she made those 3 in a row. And I don't think she made one since. Huh?
I don't think so.
She's streaky, though. She always has been. And we got 5 new ones coming in for the Donettes. It'll be Kinsey and Maddie Reedus, Taylor Davis, Micah Burton, and McKenna Monahan. Donettes with a 6. The thing of it is, the 5 they got on the floor will play even or outscore them the rest of the game probably, too.
Right.
Because they've still got 3 starters on the floor. White with a drive on the baseline, and we're going to have a foul on Taylor Davis. That'll be the 6th team foul. So if we have any more fouls this last 3:20, East Carter will shoot a 1-and-1. Kirby to lob it in. Gets it into Crowley. Crowley into the paint. Goes down, the shot blocked. Nope, they're going to call a foul on Reedus. Coach Epshauer's out top fouling. I heard that above my headset.
Yeah.
The clock winds down to 3 minutes, and it'll be Crowley shooting 2 free throws again. And she makes the first one. That gives her 5 points in the game now, and she is 3 of 4 from the free throw line. Kirby checks out. Jordan Moore back in for the Lady Redbirds. Took 30 seconds to shoot those 2 free throws. Down to 2.5 minutes. Burton catches a rebound. Hands it to Maddie Reedus. Reedus dribbles down the paint, ball knocked away from behind. And then Micah Burton steals the outlet pass. Dribbles out in the corner. Hands it to Taylor Davis. Davis over on the other side, Monahan. Fakes the 3-pointer. Takes it in, lays it up, and she scores. And that'll be 13 points for Monahan now. 2 minutes left as Moore brings it into the front court. Dribbles to the baseline. 62-28, Donettes. Lob to Crowley at the free throw line. Kicks it back out to Douglas between the circles. Now over to Moore. Moore reverses dribble. Gives it to White. White goes around the screen, picked up by Reedus underneath. Gets underneath the basket, hands it to Golden. And the Donettes foul her. This will be Golden's first trip to the free throw line in the varsity game. Golden makes the first one. That's her first point. 62-29. As Kirby comes back in for East Carter. And both of them are good. It's East Carter to 30 points, 62-30. Reedus comes across the half line. Bounces. Kinsey Reedus. Hits Taylor Davis cutting through, bobbles it, kicks it out to Monahan. Monahan back out front for Reedus. Now to Davis at the head of the key. Down low. Burton, and the pass a little too tall for her. Micah's like me. She's not very tall. That pass was just a little bit too high. Dolman comes back in with 24 seconds to go for East Carter. Clock running down to 20 seconds. Well, the Donettes going to improve to 13-1. East Carter is going to fall to 6-4. And the Donettes will stay undefeated in the OFC at 2-0. Kirby with a nice move, and she puts it up and in. And that is only her 4th point of the game. And the Donettes are going to win it 62-32. That's our final. A 30-point win for the Donettes over East Carter. We will go ahead and do the scoring, and then we'll take a break if Coach Epps is not up here yet. Does that sound all right?
Yep, that sounds good. All right, looking at the Donettes scoring, like we said, a bunch of them in the scoring column tonight. Only 3 girls got into double digits, and the Donettes still put up 62 points on the board. McKenna Monahan was the leading scorer for the Donettes. She had 13. Maddie Reedus had 1. Sydney Speck with 7. Timber Turner with 4. Bailey Carson Another one of those girls that got into double digits with 11. Micah Burton has 5. Kinsey Reedus had 2. Allie Skaggs with 8. And the last one to get into double digits tonight was Brooke Klepsig with 11. Looking over at the East Carter Lady Redbirds, like Keith was saying, Brooklyn Kirby does a lot of their scoring for them, and the Donettes were able to hold her to 4 points. Elizabeth Crowley had 5, Brianna Dolman had 7, Jordan Moore with 7, Sierra Duckett had 3, Parker Golden with 2, Cora White with 2, and Anna Crowley also had 2. So that's how the scoring went for the Donettes. They were able to take a 30-point win away from the East Carter Lady Redbirds, score 62-32. Keith and I, we're going to take about a 2-minute pause, maybe even 3, depending on how things are looking, and we'll see if Coach Epps has joined us, and we'll be back shortly to wrap things up here tonight.
Current River Bait and Tackle is more than just a convenience store. They serve hot lunches every day, including burgers that are made fresh and by hand every morning. If you're heading to the river or your favorite fishing spot, check out their large selection of fishing supplies. But most of all, come experience the friendly service at Current River Bait and Tackle, just across the bridge on Highway 160 in Doniphan.
Hometown Pharmacy is your one-stop pharmacy for all of your medical needs. Our pharmacists provide shots for flu, pneumonia, and shingles all in this pharmacy with no appointment necessary. Refills can be requested online or through our app, and delivery is available if you live within the city limits. Transferring prescriptions is easy, so come by or give us a call, and our friendly staff will take care of everything. Come experience the difference a hometown pharmacy can make on LaRue Street in Doniphan.
At Mathis Timber, our goal is to provide our landowners with the greatest possible financial return on their timber lands, while not damaging young timber or leaving your property in a mess. We have served Ripley County and the surrounding areas since 1939. We will buy your timber on lump sum total or percentage. We have several references upon request. Contact Craig Mathis at 573-429-0996 and see how Mathis Timber can assist you with all your timber harvesting needs.
I'm Russell French, and for value and friendly professional service, give us a call at 573-996-5001. Whether you're insuring your home, auto, farm, or business, give us a call at 573-996-5001. Or come by and see us right here in Doniphan at 1204 Walnut Street. Or visit us on the web at cmoinsurance.net.
The housing market is hot and interest rates are still low, making it a great time to sell your house or look for your new home. Either way, Taylor Schleif with United Country American Realty in Doniphan is there for you. Check out her listings online and be assured that Taylor will be with you every step of the way, making the process easier and more enjoyable for you. Come see her at their office in Oak Tree Village or schedule an appointment by calling 996-6786. Taylor Schleif and United Country American Realty, coming soon to a closing near you.
Welcome back, everybody. We're back at Doniphan High School, still waiting on Coach Epps. We'll give him another minute or two. If he doesn't make it up, we'll go ahead and wrap things up. But a really nice win for the Donettes tonight. I was very impressed. They had a little lull coming out in the second half, but it's hard to keep that going when you got such a big lead at halftime. I believe it was 26 points at halftime, and they won by 30, so they still outscored them in the second half, even though I don't think they played near as well in the second half as they did in the first. But a big win to put them at 13-1 on the season. And they will play, I believe you said Thursday night at Greenville. Dalton, was that right?
That is correct. Thursday night at Greenville, yes.
Okay. And then next Monday at...
no, they've got a week off, and then they'll play at Neelyville. That is correct,
so
yes.
Those next two games are both those Ozark Foothills Conference games as well. And then I think we have Twin Rivers at home for the last one. Since Clearwater,
if Clearwater
doesn't
correct.
have a team. So,
correct.
Good chance. I mean, a couple tough games on the road. Greenville has played good at times, so that won't be real easy. So,
right.
I don't know. What do you think? We think we ought to just go ahead and wrap it up?
Well, we've got our next game that we do have here. Reminder is Friday night at home, and that is going to be a boys game, and they're going to take the Ripley County rivals on. The Naylor Eagles are going to come to town for homecoming. Matt, if you would text me what time those festivities start. I'm assuming that's probably going to be in between games. So I'm assuming a normal 6 o'clock start there. And then we'll have homecoming and halftime. Matt says yes, that's what we're doing. So homecoming and halftime, we'll have the varsity game. Remember, if you are planning on coming out for that game, it is a whiteout. It's been Spirit Week at school, and they're going to do a black light dance for homecoming, and so everybody wear white. It's kind of what they're looking for. But I'm not seeing EPS come out, so if you want to wrap things up, I'm okay with that too.
I do want to say too, if you're not able to make it, we'll have the whole show for you on Friday night.
Yes.
The homecoming and everything will be right here on Current River Broadcasting. So make sure, if you can't make it, you tune in for that, as the Dons will take on the Naylor Eagles. And I still don't see Coach Epps, so we're going to go ahead and wrap things up. Our final 62-32, the Donettes over East Carter to go to 13-1. See you Friday night.